Hello everybody. Hello Nobi, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a very nice afternoon. Wednesday, hump day. Boy oh boy, it hit me yesterday. I was at work, I'm like, I'm not even halfway through the week yet. I'm like, whoa. This is gonna be a busy one. Not fun, but we're getting through it. We're working, we're trucking through it. Luckily, I have a pretty normal shift today. Only an 8-hour shift. This beautiful Wednesday night after the stream. Got overtime tomorrow. Overtime! Hooray! Then they asked me to do more overtime on Saturday. So we'll see how that goes. So got a bit of a busy week this week. Working like, what? Do all the math is around like 52 hours. We're getting there. We're getting up in the numbers. What is it? Honestly, if there were any days that if there was ever a day I should have denied overtime, it should have been this weekend. But I took it anyway because I am stupid. This weekend I'm heading back home to visit family. I'm like, I was gonna leave Saturday like late into the night. And I'm like, I could probably do the overtime, whatever. Such a dumb idea. Why would I do that? Luckily, it's like a contingent thing. It's contingent. Not necessarily is it going to happen. Basically, a very important POTUS is flying to a very important Florida, and very important TSA needs to screen all the very important people flying out of every very important airport in the very important United States of America. It's awesome. Just want to make sure no bad stuff being sent to the same airport as our president. Anyway, so they basically got me playing parking lot attendant, where I basically have to marshal a bunch of aircraft into a big like flat concrete slab where they can park and everyone can hop out and they can all get screened. Problem is, I have never marshaled aircraft ever. So that's going to be fun. And this is like, if you fuck up and, planes clip wings, I am screwed. And you know what that means, guys? No more streams. I have to find a new job. Because I still got, checks calendar, 10 months left on my lease for this rent. And with no job, that would be very difficult to pay. Anyway. That's that. Hope you guys are all having a very nice week so far. I was thinking today. Actually, was it today or was it last night? I can't remember. I put out a tweet on Twitter where I'm like, my apartment's so lonely and so kind of undecorated still. I'm like, I need something in here to keep me company. Why are you bald? Why am I bald? That's a great question. It's tough these days. Why am I bald? Keeping your hair is a difficult task. I'm kidding. Welcome, Louise. Hope you're having a nice afternoon. If it is afternoon for you, it's afternoon for me. But yeah, what is it? I was thinking I want like something in my apartment to keep me company. I've officially I've discovered what it is that I want. Behold, I need one of these. I'm opening up in my browser so you guys can see. I need the IKEA bear in my apartment. This man would keep me so comfy cozy. He'd sit on my couch behind me while I stream. Right back here. And I could use him as a big pillow when I fall asleep. He's so awesome. He'd be the greatest pillow. I do actually have to go to IKEA to pick up a couple like fake plants that I want. There's a couple fake plants I want to pick that up from IKEA. So I'm like, while I'm there, I'm like, oh my God, I could get the Jungle Skog, or whatever his, you know, whatever his name is. You do a vote. Do a vote to pick a new name for my bear. But yeah, this is my genius idea. My genius idea. But speaking of fun things to keep people comfortable and, you know, comforted, I don't know if I spoke about this on stream, but friend of the stream and fellow streamer, Vomas, we were talking in his Discord the other day, and basically we got into the topic of the merch that I sell on my site, and someone's like, didn't Vomas buy one of your pieces of merch? I'm like, no, he actually didn't. He's like, oh. He's like, yeah, I forgot you have merch. So we bought merch, my merch. So I was like, oh, this is a perfect time to slip stupid things into the package to send to him, because I'm already going to be sending stuff international now. So I'm like, I might as well take advantage. So I ordered off of AliExpress an Iron Mouse anime body pillow, and it is in the mail. It is coming next week. Very exciting stuff. Gonna be shipping that off. I'm trying to think of other fun things I could throw in there. It'd be funny to get things like printed out. You know what I do have? I don't want to give it to him though, because it's mine. I have this little card that has like the female version of his model drawn on it. And I had other streamer and friend of the stream, Kato. She basically went together and put a bunch of stickers onto the card with all the, like, you know, to make it really cute. I was like, oh, I should send him that, but I'm like, oh no, like, I can't send him that. That's mine. That's my special thing to remember him by. But yeah, I have to think of funny things. I have a printer in my apartment. I should probably try printing things out. I haven't printed anything on my printer since I bought it, like, God, months ago. Not 1 month ago. I bought a printer and haven't printed a single thing out on it. You know what I'll do? I'll print out the art that Normie made that I used for the schedule this week. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up that schedule. This is gonna be dangerous. I have to open Twitter. Spam my profile. There we go. Look at this. Tell me this isn't beautiful art. I'll print out a big version of that and I'll put it in the box. It'll be great and he'll love it. He's actually replying to it right now. So what the hell is that picture? Bro, it came from your Discord. To fuck you mean? There we go. What the hell? What do you mean, what the hell? You know about that picture. It's in your Discord. That's where it came from. That's where it was birthed. It was birthed from the loins of your Discord. You should know about it. Paid in real Bobucks. Buying Normie got commission in Bobucks to make that. I was just shocked in the moment. I said last week, I'm like, I really should have used that for this week's schedule. It would have been great. You got the shirt? That was fast. I was just talking about how I'm waiting for the body pillow to come in the mail. Like, God, gotta, you know, gotta do that. I'll get that in the mail and then, you know, we can send it off. But seriously, I actually have to go home this weekend and pick up the pins. I actually don't have those in my apartment. I have everything required to mail a pin, including the, like, I think I have the photos, I have the baggies, I have the cardboard, I have everything except the pins themselves. I mean, obviously I could send my, like, oh, I have my own pin. I have one that I just keep for myself that I could bring, but, like, I don't know if you want, like, a used one. Kind of boring. I should put a pin on my bag, on my work bag. I was thinking about that. I have a couple little, like, danglies on my work bag that I could put a pin onto. And because they're so understated and chill, nobody would really ask about it. I could put on my lanyard for work too. That'd be really funny. It's a little more out in the open. But yeah. In, what is it? In the world of aviation, there's these little, how do I see this? I'll pull this up on Google. These things. So basically, in the world of aviation, we have these things, which are like little tags that say remove before flight. You put them on, like, you know, parts of an airplane that, like, you know, are supposed to be removed before flight, but they kind of become like this little merch thing. Like, you can see people make like little keychains and they'll print out like their brand on it, right? You know, print out their brand, they'll put little things. So like, I have a couple of those dangling off my bag. I could pin it to one of these. That'd be kind of cute. I think I have one from my old job from when my boss went to like a Gulfstream conference. So I could put it on my Gulfstream, my little Gulfstream thing. That'd be cool. Because right now it's just sitting on my shelf. I have a little shelf of Newt Newt merchandise that currently consists of what? Let me check. 2 things. It consists of 2 things. One is my pin. Then the other is a custom pin that Kato made when I got the Vomos card. The special Vomos card. I have to sneeze. Ugh. Oh, it's coming. Oh, oh. No, it's gone. Nothing. Absolute 0. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Other fun news. Today's October 15th. And you guys know why October 15th is a very special day? Because it's Kapow's birthday. It's also Sister Newt's birthday. They share a birthday. Yeah, they share a birthday. Actually, a lot of people have October 15th birthdays. What is it? Sister Newt, Kapow, Kapow's friend from high school, Kapow friend from high school's dad. They actually were born on the same day. Different years, obviously. Who else? I was looking on Twitter. This one cool VTuber, YouthNet, is born on October 15th. Lots of people have October 15th birthdays. It's a very popular day. What's 9 months? I'll be lurking for a bit while showering. You're not going to join call? What? We always get in call when you're in the shower. All right. I guess because I'm on stream. Whatever. Okay. We're playing Minecraft today, guys. I'm going to show you guys the Minecraft world because I have a plan. I have a genius plan today. I'll explain to you why it's so genius. After stream, you got it. All right. I have to shower after stream. I can call you then before I go to work. Before I go to work, I have to... Oh my, it was so annoying yesterday at work. We have like, okay, so every month we have a big, you know, family reunion. Everyone comes in. It's family reunion part 1 and part 2. Everyone has to go in for like a meeting for like a little monthly state of the union, just like how's the job going, what things need to be improved on, what, you know, whatever. Anyway. So basically, yesterday was like the first of the 2 meetings, which was like half the staff. So I had to go in early. I was covering for someone who was in the meeting. Anyway, while everyone is out, you know, practicing doing like fireman drills, I'm over here up, you know, working by myself. No one else is there. Of course, I get a fucking phone call for something very complicated that I do not remember how to do. Just basically calling an ambulance for someone who's on a plane and is like very sick. Thank God he wasn't like hurt. He was just like throwing up and just needed like medical assistance. But yeah, honestly, I totally forgot how to do that. So I had to like I got really freaked out. I'm like, man, why is it only when I'm doing shit? Why is it when it's like only when I'm on shift and no one's here and you know there's like no one to like help me out a little bit? Nothing. That was annoying to do, and that was something that happened yesterday. Hopefully no more of that. I want no more surprises. All right, full screen. And game capture of Minecraft. All right, so here's what I want to show off first. I've been doing some work single player. I know the game is not capturing. I have to set it up properly. Oh, nope, it is now. 3G. So here's the deal. For those uninitiated, we've been working on a pumpkin farm. This is the pumpkin farm. And I was looking at how I want to decorate it. Basically what I want to do is disregard all this up here. I'll explain it. I just want to add these like smooth sandstone walls to it and finish off all the pistons. I think for the top, I'll just leave it like this kind of, and we'll just have it run like that. What I wanted to do is I wanted to basically have like a one-stop shop, all things pumpkin pie. If you're not if you're uninitiated with the Minecraft pumpkin pie, it basically requires three things: pumpkin, sugar, and an egg. Right? That is the recipe for a pumpkin pie. Boom. Easy as that. So this over here is pumpkins. Easy. We have a minecart collection rail that goes underneath. I'm basically going to have to put one in there, and then I'm going to have the minecart cart itself out. Then we have this guy, which is sugarcane. I didn't put any sugarcane in here, but this would be sugarcane. Unlike what is it? Unlike the pumpkin one where it's like you know, based on the actual growth of the plant, this one is just on a daylight sensor because I was lazy. But yeah, this will do all our sugar. And the last thing is just eggs, which is just having a bunch of chickens on top of a hopper. Not that hard. So the thing is, I was like, oh, I'll build this one big tower of power, right? Where, you know, it's like the pumpkins are produced on the bottom and the sugar cane's produced on the middle and then eggs are on the top, and it'll be like, you know, rah, right? But I realized this looks so stupid. Well, not stupid. It looks cool. But when it comes to carting items down, I need like the minecart to like go like this, and like that looks just ugly. But then what I realized is I'm stupid. I realize that often. This is exactly 3 blocks tall, and this is exactly 3 blocks tall. So if I just imagine my big sword, shing, chop that off and place it here, and we should have 2 buildings that form like a small little complex. Where in the center here, ding, 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 we can have auto crafter system that can make the pumpkin pies for us. The chickens are easy. The chickens, I don't even know if I'm going to use a minecart hopper. Probably just going to do, you know, I might just have on top of the auto crafter a couple chickens trapped. I have no clue. But that is the plan. Other things I was working on, you might see it over here. This is not the final version, but I was thinking about, I want to make a very in-depth underground system, a railroad of sorts, right? This is the rough design I came up with. Actually, I have better versions of it up here because I actually did like designing and stuff to make it look pretty. Observe. First of all, the genius of the system, F3G. This is exactly 1 chunk, right? Exactly 1 chunk, and it exactly lines up centered on the chunk. So basically, what I'm envisioning is every time I build these rails, these rail networks, I just take this schematic for a straight, I just place it in the chunk. Boom. That's a straight turn. Then I was working over here. This is like the start of a turn chunk, right? Eventually, I want to make I think I'd want a couple types of chunks. I want a straight, which is done, a turn. Actually, you know what I can do? F3G. Let me get some pretty blocks real quick. I've been liking using acacia and some signs. So here's what I'm thinking. F3G, just so I can line them up with the centers. So basically, it's going to be a straight, a turn. Please. I also want a T intersection. A four-way intersection. Go. And then a terminal. Right? So these are the 5 key components. Let me just organize all this. I'll write out the actual names on them. So that way when I'm working on this on my own, I actually have like, oh shit. Turn myself into survival mode. So yeah, this is a straight. There's a turn. And ideally, right, I might have to make 2 different types of turns. A turn where the ice is on the exterior and the ice is on the interior. This can just be flipped. This is a flippable design, I believe. This, on the other hand, might be different because what I'm doing is I'm doing stupid stuff to reduce the amount of ice you need. Ice is expensive. We're basically, like if I put a boat down, you can see pretty quick that we can glide across this despite the fact that there's a bunch of gaps. Saves a bunch of time with ice gathering. But we have the ice, we have rails, and we have soul sand. And the reason I made the soul sand like this in particular is because also haunts can fit in here, and you can ride on haunts. So yeah, basically that's the idea. You can basically fit every form of motion in here, including flight if you want to get in a light route. Even though that's gonna, we're a bit of a ways away from that. So yeah, basically, you could fly through it, you could ride a horse through it, you can, the only things you can't do in here is ride a ghast and a nautilus. So those are also specific forms of transport for, like, you know, air and sea, so I don't really count them here. I mean, a boat is technically sea, but it's more used on land. It's more useful there. But yeah, basically the way that I'm thinking about it is like, if you wanted to move horses, you could. If you wanted to just walk, you could. If you wanted to use a boat, you could. If you wanted to just sit back and AFK, you could. So yeah, that's my thought process. I do want to look into some fun stuff for the intersections though. Because here's the deal. We have the turn. Then we have a T intersection. T. T junction. A 4-way junction. I have to put on the stream music. Let me do that real quick. So quiet. We're also going to be using the new music playlists, but which I have to add more music to, but all right. There's the 4-way junction, and this is going to be the terminal. I also dislike that I didn't uppercase all of these. I'm going to uppercase them. It's getting on my nerves. 4-way junction. But there was somebody out there who actually made like a very functional junction tool. Turn. I can't remember exactly how to describe it, but like basically it worked with how you would trade with villagers. Right? The way you would trade with villagers, you'd have them set to like specific trades. Let me look this up real quick. If I go to YouTube and look up like villager minecart junction. Basically, oh, of course it's not going to show up. I can't even find it. But basically, the concept was that you could hold out an item and like a villager would activate depending on like what item you're holding out, and it would choose which direction you would turn. Let me see if I look this up. Minecart four-way junction. Like, let me see what people have figured out for this. Four-way junction. The problem is I would want it to be a four-way junction that could support 2 rails. That's where it kind of gets a little nasty, yucky. Because I want like, oh wait, actually someone did it, but it's, oh, that's interesting. All right, let me see what this is, how it works. Oh, this is one where you have like a minecart encoder chest, I think. And depending on what your minecart has, like you can basically plot routes, which could be cool actually. If we really wanted to do that, we could make like a full route plotting system. Where like basically what you would do is you would look at a map, and on the map of the system, like I would have to make like a subway map. You could say like, hey, I want to go, you know, I'm starting at this station, and to get to my destination, I have to make like a west turn, a south turn, a west turn, and then an east turn, and I end up at my location, right? And you can basically ride alongside a minecart that like encodes that into it. It'd be really cool, but the thing is, I was thinking about this. I'm like, man, this would be so cool to do in like the like this would be so cool to do in the overworld, to have these massive rails. And then it hit me. I'm like, wait a second. It's so much quicker to just travel through the Nether. And then I realized this design could just be ported directly into the Nether. But the rails would just be so much shorter. Like just for a quick reference, let me pull up a map of the world. If I go to seed map. Is this our seed? No, it is not. Let me get our seed real quick. I'll pull it up so you guys can get an idea of what we're working with here. By the way, I do have to do a reset of the Minecraft coordinates channel. Let's see. If I go into MC... Oh, did I archive that? Oh, I might have deleted it. Yikes. The fuck was the seed for this world? You know what I can do actually? Let me just save and quit and go onto the server. We're going to be playing on here anyway in a bit, so... I'll just grab the seed from here. No big deal. So basically... Let's see. If I open up window capture... There we go. So this is the map here, real quick. Actually full screen it so it's a little bit bigger for you guys. Better overview of what's going on here. So yeah, basically I live around here-ish. Kinda, sorta, somewhere. Maybe here, maybe over here, I don't know exactly. But what I would want to do is have like the main terminal be on this mushroom island. The mushroom island is like probably right around this point. Wait, what the fuck? There's a full screen? Can you get like actual chunk borders on here? Is there a way to show that? Grid lines. So like basically I would want to line it up with this like beach here, which is right next to spawn. It's like this tip right here. Like that's where the main terminal would be that goes to the shopping island. Then from shopping island, it would go south to spawn and east to the desert. But then like from spawn, this terminal, I could see this being like a T-junction, right? Where one part goes like maybe directly towards the spawn area. Because I mean, this is like at least, you know, a couple hundred blocks. It's not super far, but like if we wanted to, we could make it be a T-junction. So that way, like you can also have one going off to this cherry area where there's like this nice plains area. It's kind of nice to build in. You have like that plainsy area, or like we could even go this further out area. There's like these snowy peaks. Maybe this could be like a four-way. I don't know. Like maybe this could go here and it could continue along to like this snowy mountain. Who knows? Right? Basically, I could have like a bit of a subway map and then we can do like encoding. It could be cool. But I'd kind of have to redesign how the, I'd have to actually redesign how the rail system works. Because the way this person has it lined up is like this. Where you basically have rails. Oh shit, somebody's on the server. Oh, I could have sworn I heard. Oh, that was the pumpkins breaking. I got so scared. I thought someone was on the server. Anyway, I'd have to redesign the system real quick to make it fit with that. So maybe actually we do that real quick. That could be interesting. To fit a 2 wide. And then again, like if I'm looking at it, oh, I'm stupid. Back, single player. It's got like things going on underneath it, so I have to be a little cautious of like exactly what's going on in the build when it comes to like other stuff. You know, actually, it would have to be much larger of an undertaking, I think. It would basically be like this instead for a straight. And here's the other thing. We also lose our symmetry when it comes to staying in chunk boundaries. It's a little annoying. But I mean, hypothetically, if I really wanted to, I don't have to go with exactly on the chunks. It was just convenient because, you know, just convenient to be directly on a chunk. Although I technically, maybe I could still keep it on the chunk boundaries. Who knows? Just offset slightly. This is tough. I'm trying to think here. Let me turn off this window cap so you guys can see like what I'm thinking of right now. So basically what we'd have to have is this. This is the lines for our rail, right? It basically like this, and then these rails would go into this kind of shape. To lead in and out. This is what a 4-way intersection would look like. And I assume if you want to do any kind of other things, you could just go, now it's a 2-way, like a T-junction, and this requires no redstone. And you could just do it like, but you could keep the same shape, where the rails would go like this. And the other rail would just go around. It'd be a little out of the way, but it would keep the exact same footprint for each one. And adds the opportunity for expansion into other directions in the future. Like if you wanted to, then you could start adding, you know, rails in other directions. But basically, this is kind of what we're working with here in terms of shape. But then from what I'm looking at here in this tutorial, if I look at like a finished version of it, basically, let's see. Can I get like an overhead view? It seems like under the left rail on each side, there's going to be a hopper, right? I think it goes like this. This is just for, you know, speculation. It's not really exact. A hopper with a comparator and some redstone. Right? You know what? Call me crazy. Okay. This is just a thought. But if the rail system is so advanced, why would you need a boat system? Right? If the rail system is so advanced, why do you need a boat system and why do you need to walk? Walking makes no sense, right? Walking makes absolute zero sense in this scenario specifically. Boats make, I guess, sense because they're faster. But honestly, I've been toying with the idea of doing the higher minecart speeds, right? I've been toying with that idea. So maybe like the minecart speed game rule, I was thinking of raising it on the server. Just to like, because I kind of like the idea of having a cool underground, like, metro system. And like maybe then in the nether, like what's the current base minecart speed? Game rule, universal anger, TNT, spectator, small monsters. PvP, projectiles, players, nether portal, creative delay, default delay. Mob griefing, locator bar. Ground, do weather, warden finds, trade. Is it not a game rule? Hold on. There's no minecart speed. Game rule, minecart max speed. Oh, with an experiment, with experiments enabled. Let's see. I'll have to look at it. I don't know if the experiments, like how you enable them on a server, but I'll just hop on and we'll work on the pumpkin farm right now. But you can kind of see the idea, right? I'm like, if you have these really advanced rails, there's really no reason to need. I'm going to pop down all these trees. I'm going to start laying out the footprint of the soon-to-be sugarcane farm. Because that's kind of important. Because I don't know exactly where I don't know exactly where I want to put it. Like I could do an offset thing. But what we have to account for is the shelving. Also, we have to figure out how much stuff we actually need here. Let's do a quick count. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 observers. 6 observers, 7. Honestly, I can't even remember. But we're going to need more observers and pistons for other things too, so I guess I shouldn't be too crazy about it. Okay. Thought. So I kind of want, I guess this could pop out in this direction. I'm just thinking about the actual hole for the minecart. Or I could have it pop out over here. So if it pops out there, this sand is just for thought purposes. And its rail kind of went like this, right? Because the closest I think I could do this is like this. Means the other rail would go right here. It could kind of go straight in. Actually, that would be really nice. I think this is the cornerstone of where the next build is going to go. The problem is if it's going to actually fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 block. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 block. Yeah, we're gonna like just barely brush up against the water or even go into it. Oh no, we're right here. Obviously all of the sugarcane is gonna be removed because this is an auto sugarcane farm, so that's kind of nice. And luckily the auto sugarcane is way cheaper than the pumpkin one. Obviously the cheapest is still the chicken farm, but for now, sugarcane ain't that bad. I'll still throw these in. I don't know how much good they'll do, but they'll be there. Yeah, because what is it? I like the idea of nether travel. I'm thinking about this railroad system still. I like the concept of nether travel, but like, I don't know. Just having an overworld railroad sounds so cool. I mean, it's a lot bigger of an undertaking to mine. I don't know. Because obviously every 1 block traveled in the nether is 8 in the overworld, which, like, you know, you traveled 2 blocks in the... Let's do some quick math. I'm going to do some very quick math. Because here's the deal. Short hops in the nether suck. This is the drawback. Short hops in the nether suck. You cannot go like 100 blocks in the nether is like what? Let me get my calculator out. Apparently I can't get an actual calculator. There we go. Like to travel 100 blocks in the nether, that's 12 blocks. That's nothing. That's like that's literally from here to there. That is nothing, right? And like then you have to deal with like portal linking. So like, you know, you deal with these short distances, these short hops. It gets really annoying in the nether. And it doesn't really let you do like a cool rail system. But then like in the overworld, like let's do a quick example. Like I'm going to go back to where I live because it's getting towards night. I'm going to get my exact coordinates. I'm going to look it up on the map. I'm going to tell you how far away it is from the, what is it? The Mushroom Island. That way we can kind of get a gauge on how far it would be overworld and how far it would be nether. Because I think that's a good thing to have our minds wrapped around. We have a little spruce here. Oh, we got a little bit of honey too. I have to look at what Tech's been up to. Me and Tech are kind of living in the same spot because we both want to live in this Badlands Mesa area. So we've been grinding away here. We've created our own little oasis, but this is the coolest thing ever. Tech built this up. I was experimenting with him the other day about a gas depot, basically. This is our gas garage. Basically, let me demo it because it's just so cool. You run up in here and you can just click on, this is my gas. that note block opens up this, and you can fly him out. Ta-da! There's my guest. He's flying around. Super cute. But also, if I go F5, let me see if I can actually show it. Oh, it's not actually attached to him. I think the other one has a boat attached to it, and I'll show you why that's important. So you can basically fly out, then you can fly him back in, line him up. He flies on in. You press that button, and you can walk out. Boom, and he parks himself. But if you had a boat, oh, they're not leaded. If you lead a boat to the ghast and fly it in, there's hoppers that will automatically deposit all of the items into this chest. So you can do like auto unloading. It's really, really smart. Good idea, tech. And up here we have a very pretty lettuce with some quick bees thrown in. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy yet. I eventually want to do a really big bee farm because we're gonna need a lot of wax for all our honey. Let's Comet. Comet and Goodyear are the ghasts. Inside the base, Gambler's Paradise, the enchanting room. But yeah, this is my little corner, which is kind of a mess. I have to get myself a little bit more situated. A little more situated. Oh, there's a grass block. Wait, hold on. Did he have something? We need Silk Touch, turn the garage underside into an auto sort with copper golems and villager trades. Okay, cool. But yeah, he has this grass block here, which is important. What's funny is I actually I had found these sheep and I just threw them in here, but I had made a small grass. Oh, did he pick up my grass patch or no? I don't think he did. There's a secret here. Unless he has Silk Touch. I'm afraid these cows are going to fall in. Okay, it doesn't matter. I think it broke. But basically, I had a dirt block underneath there that was giving grass to this little grass platform for these little sheep peas. They, what is it? Oh, this is actually named Hans now? Great. But yeah, oh, I was going to look at the coordinates. That was my project here. Right here is like center of the base. We're at 1,130. 1,130 by minus 265. Well, 965. Okay. So if I look at the map real quick, and I'll pull it up for you guys to look at as well. We're right there. We're the red dot. To get over to our island, we basically have to go. I think it's like in line with that. I wish you could draw like a straight line. Basically right here is where we'd hit. And that's good because it's in line with that northernmost tip of the spawn area. This little stony shore. So basically, like this point right here is at negative 408 in the X. Is that where I want to be looking? Yeah, negative 408 compared to 1,130. So we'll say negative 400, right? So basically 400, fuck, I can't type, 400 plus 1130 is 1,500 blocks. Divide that by 8. It's around 200 blocks in the nether, right? That's a really fast trip. But I'm like, it feels like it'd be cooler to do in the overworld. Feels like it'd be cooler to do in the overworld than in the nether. Because like, yeah, it's a short hop. But like, where's the gravitas to it, you know? I think I like the overworld better. I think I'm officially overworld pilled. Overworld pilled. Yeah, let me sleep real quick and we're gonna continue working on the system over there. First order of business is actually to make a bunch of pistons. About that many will do the trick. I'll also grab the acacia shells because I'm going to need those. There's pistons. You know, we don't have a lot of cobblestone. Let me go grab some. I'm pretty sure I have a small cobble mine right down here that I've been using to dig up some stone. Yeah, here we go. So nice. I actually got such a great enchanted diamond pick. Fortune, efficiency, unbreaking. I just need mending and 1 level of efficiency to bring this up to max level. Which I do feel is going to be an important thing to get on a villager. Probably a mending villager first. That and silk touch. Mending and silk touch. Those are the 2 very important guys. Although I feel like Tech has silk touch now because he was able to get those beehives. Oh, speaking about mending, I don't know how many of you guys keep up with the latest snapshots for Minecraft, but they've been releasing snapshots for their new Mounts of Mayhem update, which they announced a couple weeks ago. And people have been getting to try out and play the new spear weapon. So the spear weapon has a special enchant on it called lunge, which, as the name implies, lets you lunge. But the thing is, while they were developing it, they made it mutually exclusive, mending and lunge, which means you could have mending on a spear, but you couldn't have lunge. And you could have lunge on a spear, but you couldn't have mending. I'm like, oh, that's, you know, that's an interesting trade-off. It's like infinity on a bow, right? It's like, would you rather, you know, have infinity and never have to deal with arrows, but then when your bow breaks, you have to replace it? Or would you rather just carry around arrows in your inventory, take up an inventory slot, but never have your bow break, right? Interesting questions all around. But the problem was the way the lunge enchantment worked. It wasn't like, oh, you know, you deal damage and the damage, you know, takes off durability. Simply the act of lunging with the spear took out durability. So much so, if you have the highest level of lunge, lunge 3, on a stone spear, which I don't know why you would do. I don't know why you'd have lunge 3 on a stone spear. You could use lunge 1 time, and then the spear broke. It was like so hungry for durability. It was so durability hungry that you literally could not use it. I think, like, what is it? You maybe got like 20 lunges out of a netherite spear or something. It's crazy. So they, in the latest snapshot, they reverted that. Now you can have lunge and mending on the same spear. Thank God. Some people may see it as a good thing, others may see it as bad. They might want the mutually exclusive, they don't want the spear to be busted, but I feel like that's not really a busted thing. I just feel like that's a waste of time feature. Where it's like, oh, my spear broke, let me go to the villagers and mend up a brand new one. Like, you know, it's just like a hassle. Let me make pistons. And we're gonna need pretty much all. Honestly, let's get real. Let me grab some more redstone, quartz, and a bunch of observers. Because here's the deal, like, I could sit here all day and stare at these and be like, oh, I need exactly this many, I need exactly this many. But then, like, sorry, everybody. I could come back in, like, I don't know, 2 days and be like, oh, I'm out of pistons and observers for my next project. Oh, wow. For the copper. And, like, you know, I just got to do it all over again, which is a pain in the ass. So, yeah. That's why, what is it? I'm like, I'll just make a bunch. Part of me is wishing I still had that witch farm from the last server. That thing was great when it came to getting redstone. We really didn't have it for all that long. It'd be smart to jump on that quick for this new world. Getting a witch farm going. Because what is that's just like, you know, that's really, I mean, it's like brain dead. It's brain dead levels of, you know, stuff. Because you get sugar, you get bottles, you get like everything. That needs an observer. Observer, 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 observer. Yeah, I think we're gonna have enough of these. Hopefully. Just enough, practically. If we ended with 2, that'd be perfect. 2 leftover observers. Oh my god. I'm the goat. Because that's exactly how many we need for the sugarcane farm. We really only need 2. And even that's kind of excessive. I could hypothetically just use a repeater. And use 1, but I think it just looks a little nicer. A little more symmetry. Okay, next stop, pistons. And this is going to be a little bit more difficult because we have to kind of do some clear out work. Make sure we have space. While also not trampling the plants or breaking the stems. The balancing act. I think as soon as we finish this up, before we even get into the decoration, because I didn't even grab all the stuff for the decorations. Oh, do those connect? Or is that just chance? This might be it. I think that was all of them. Do I seriously have 20 leftover pistons? That is it. Perfect. Because what is it? We're definitely going to need to run back and grab... Oh wait, there's one more piston. The hardest piston of them all to place. The one that's where we were going in and out. Here we go. I'm going to seal off this portion, finally. We actually have to go grab glass. And a bunch of stone products to start building the underbelly here. Because basically what we're going to do is have a big fat... Oh, you know what? I can just use cobble. Nobody's going to see this part, so it's fine. This is where the minecart system is going to live to pick up all the items. Speaking of which, I'm going to need a bunch of levers. Think how many? 9 levers. 9 powered rails. Actually, 10 powered rails. 10 powered rails. And I'm out of cobblestone. Fuck! Gotta get more cobble. Another fun thing we should look into. Cobble gen. You know what's very useful? I should just build one of those. Rather than having a system that does like auto cobble and like having to turn it on and off and use duplicating TNT. I made a really nice stone farm on the old world. Again, way too late into the world. That basically you could just AFK at and a piston pushes you back and forth. And what's nice about that is not only can you get cobblestone, you can also get stone with the silk touch pick. And oftentimes I find myself needing stone more often than I need cobblestone. Especially when it comes to like building things. Oh, you know what I want to look up as well? If tough is renewable. Is tough renewable? Allow me to check. Tough. Minecraft. Obtaining. Tough can generate in the overworld in ore blobs. Let's see. Is there no regeneration for tough? Let's see. Minecraft tough. Renewable. Ornamental rock. Is it not renewable? It's not renewable. That's crazy. This is actually, hold on, let me check this. This is a renewable resource data pack. What do they say that tough should be? 2 andesite, 2 deep slate? That actually makes so much sense. Why the fuck is that not a real recipe? 2 andesite and 2 deep slate should totally make 4 tough. Made a garage. Gas always looks south, not fixing it. Bees on the roof now, just watch your step. Cool. Sleep. Okay, what else are we needing right now? We're gonna need more ore. No, we need sandstone blocks. Which I feel like, yeah, tech has a whole thing of this. I might borrow some. 2 stacks. I'll smelt them up into proper smooth sandstone. While I also go out and check for acacia trees. Do we not have a little acacia tree farm? We might have nuked it. Might have nuked the acacia tree area. I only have 1 dirt block to my name. But I do have bones and bone meal, and that'll do the real trick. Also, I have this little plugin, like client side, that lets me do all of this like auto sort. So useful. I love it. Because like, yeah, I could sort out my own chests, but why would I do that when I can have someone else do it for me? Oh, there is. Oh, that's a rooted dirt. Is the one hard part about living in the desert. There are no trees. 0 trees in the desert. And these acacias are not ones to give lots of wood, I feel. Like, yeah, they'll give some, but not a ton. It could be better, you know? Better than an oak, though. Growing trees in the desert is wild. I mean, you gotta live somehow. I will say, though, the oak fits in, the acacia fits in, the spruce does not. And the dark oak a little bit, but the spruce and the dark oak are a bit of a stretch to fit in the desert. Hello, Yumi. I think it's because the acacia almost gives like palm tree vibes in my mind. And like that I could see in a desert. We're getting a little dense here on the leaves. I'm going to wait for this to chill. Maybe get some more saplings, some sticks, possibly. Ugh. Yumi, I was just talking about some fun stuff on the server. I want your opinion, because I know you play on here. Would you rather, right? Would you rather, I want to build a railroad system around the whole server. Would you rather a, like, really cool, that's a bad way of stating it. Okay, let me start from the top. I'm not going to be biased. I'm not, because I have an opinion and I'm not going to be biased. I can't say it's really cool because it obviously leans towards one of the ideas I had. Would you rather like a rail system in the Nether or a rail system in the overworld? If I put a rail system in the overworld, I would also tweak around with the minecart speeds using those new experimental features to make them a little more quick. I think I would make them around the speed of like, I think like a boat on packed ice. I'd make them equivalent in speed. Will it be on the nether roof? No. That's actually another great question. Would it be on the nether roof? Oh my god, Yumi, you gave me an out. Oh my god, you lucky duck. You just gave me the biggest out of the entire world to put it on the overworld. I'm like, well, it's very difficult and dangerous to build large rail networks in the nether, especially because we have people on Bedrock who don't have access to the nether roof. So it has to be in the overworld. Perfect. I have this incredible idea, which is stealing other people's ideas. I would not be able to use it if it was on the nether roof. LMAO. Exactly. So, building a rail system, large scale, in the nether, not on the roof, is not viable because of random lava pockets, lava pools, dangerous terrain, all that stuff. Yes, the travel would be faster, but those caveats. Instead, I will go into the overworld, build a very nice rail system, increase the speed of minecarts to make it a little more viable, and that will be that. Because thing is, what I want to do... Oh shit. I would have to do some pretty extensive testing. That person designed... So here's the deal. There's this person who designed a really cool minecart system that I want to use. But it's specifically designed, I assume, for the minecart speeds that, you know, we're accustomed to. So I don't know if it would work in a faster environment. Testing needs to be done. Because here's the deal. Imagine how cool this would be. You pull up to your local station, right? You pull up to your local train station, and there is a minecart and a minecart chest. You hop in the minecart, and then you put specified instructions into the minecart chest to end up at your final destination. It would be crazy, right? So basically, you could just cruise around like automatically and encode directions and turns into the system. It'd be so awesome. All right. Let's see here. And then I could do a custom map art of the whole subway system. I think that would be cool. Or like, ooh, yes. I still want to do it on a chunk system. Okay, it's formulating in my brain right now, this idea that I have. I still want to pick up some of these items. Subway, yes. So we would have like a subway map and subway system. And like, luckily I'm coming up with this idea early enough so I could get started on it early as well. Subway surfers. Like, I think the first line that I'd want to do would be, let's think. I'd also have to think about it from a logistical standpoint of like, I want to have, I was talking about this in the other world, like my little survival testing world. I would need straightaways, turns, which the turns would just be modular. They'd all be the same system, but modular, I assume. I'd just chop off, you know, turns that I didn't need. Or I could build them and just not have them lead to anything. Oh, that might be smart. Yeah, build them and have them not lead to anything. That way I could expand in the future if I wanted to. So all turns would be four-way intersections that might just, they just might not necessarily go anywhere. But like, I assume the way a terminal would work would be, it would be one chunk is the terminal and the other chunk is the four-way intersection. So that way from a terminal, you can head 3 directions. Either like, you know, if it was a north terminal, you could head south, west, or east. That's my idea. Okay, I like this, I like this, I like this. Because like, you know where I could see a good, like, I wish I had a full map of the world. Like, I wish I had like a journey map. I don't want to have journey map, but I kind of wish I did right now. You know, let me pull it up over here. Because I was looking at it over here anyway. You guys can see it. So yeah, basically like, if I had a terminal over here on the northern tip of the Mushroom Island, and like, you know, this chunk was the terminal chunk, and this chunk was the junction chunk, you could have one that goes straight south towards spawn, another that goes east towards the desert where we live, like over here, and then we could have another one that goes out this direction, because like, you know, maybe we could have something in this way, right? Although part of me is like, what if we went north? Because there's some cool stuff north as well. Like all of this. It all just depends on where we build stuff. Because like, part of me just wants to build stuff far away for the sole purpose of building rail. And like needing to ride the railroad. So we'll see. That's my idea here. Oh, and let me pull up the, yeah, like this is the railroad system that I'm talking about. So basically you would have an encoded minecart, it would ride over these hoppers, it would go into a little sorter, and then you'd sit in the center until it works out which direction you want to travel, and it would spit you out. Going to that cherry biome? Which one? The one over here? A, B, or C? Which cherry? A, B, C. Making a mining and fishing house on the spawn island thing. That's a cool idea. A. Okay. I actually was thinking about doing a small junction system like this where, you know, main terminal here goes south towards spawn, and then having a split, one that goes directly to spawn and one that goes over to this plains. I think that's a T-junction I want there. That's what I intended of, but now that you know that C exists. Yes, C over here has cherry biome with some ice spikes behind it, snowy plains, meadows, and plains. Lots of plains, lots of meadows, lots of cherry and ice. If you like cherry and ice. There. I mean, this also has cherry over here with... Oh, those are grove biomes. Old growth, spruce, taiga. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Also, by the way, Yumi, I don't know if you're in on this conversation. I mentioned that I wanted to have a pet, like a toy in my room. This is what I think I'm going to get. I'm going to get the big bear. I want to get the big IKEA bear. I want to keep him on my couch behind me while I stream. He's going to be my pet. I like the area that's farther away from spawn. Yeah, it's not a bad idea to stick a little further away from spawn. Because, again, then we can build this cool rail network and imagine us all riding the subways to go see each other. Wow, it'd be so cool. Should visit me? Should. Let me get my stuff finished up. That way I can... I'll take a little break once I finish my current project. Which is specifically the pumpkin farm. I just want to get pumpkin done. I won't do the sugarcane just yet. Oh, thank God I took a little break there so that way all this could smelt up. But along with that, what the fuck was I gonna do? My brain is farting. Oh, I need the rails. Important. Rails. Powered rails. We're gonna need more powered rails. Redstone, a little bit of gold. That's really all we need in the powered rail department. Other than that, is there like junk I can get rid of right now? Like pumpkins, sugarcane. Hi, Lofi. To see how much less set up I am. I'm not gonna lie, Tech has been carrying over here. Tech has been building so much of the base, and I have just been like putzing around. He's been carrying hard. Let me also grab some rail for blocks. No. I don't know how many of these I'm exactly gonna need, but I'm gonna say maybe close to like 8-ish. I'd say that's good. And what I'm gonna need is a bunch of you know what we'll do redstone torches. I have the redstone for it. I was contemplating. Oh guys, by the way, I remembered. So all the people that were joining last stream, it's like, how do I join the micro server? How do I join the micro server? I remembered I have an !MC command that you can use in chat, and it explains exactly how to join the server. I was so dumb, and I forgot that I had it on my like titles for eons, and then never did it. I like just totally forgot about it. So I'm like, wow, I should actually put that in my title again, because we're gonna be on the server from now on. We're gonna be doing things. Actually, I should test if it works. Let me see. It does work. Okay, perfect. It's a little bare bones. It really should be it should say follow the steps in like hashtag Minecraft-welcome or whatever. Because that's like the exact thing that you have to do. I didn't grab any cobblestone. Shame on me. Let me make a small mine over here. A small cobble mine. Also, I just need dirt. What's up, Yumi? Oh shit. Missy Beth is gonna spill water all over me. No. Fast. As a welcome gift, can you bring me a single carrot and potato? Yeah, I could do that. A housewarming gift, if you will. And when you come visit us, you have to bring a housewarming gift too. Just so you know. We have to be reciprocal with it. This is such a shitty mine. Where's all the cobblestone at, dude? It's all goddamn sandstone. There we go. You'll bring me your copper? We've gone over this. There's lava down here. I'm hearing the lava blubs. Blub blub blub. You know what? That'll do fine for now. Also, BTW. I'm actually using my my tracking a little bit differently today. Did you guys notice? No, I'm kidding. I got my hair done. Did you notice? But I actually moved my monitors a bit on my desk. I moved them up more because I realized how low they were sitting. Did I not bring a trapdoor? Am I dumb? Was I born dumb? I think I was. Well, whatever. Where is crafting table? Perfect. I need to make trapdoors. One to go underneath here, because I have to figure out the direction of our flow. There we go. Okay, we need 10 torches. One for over here. Yeah, pretty much all along this line. Or real torch has to be removed. But then what I have to do is... that's not going to work. I have to make the rails now. Is there a way to do this? No. I'm going to have to do this. Not going to work. I have to remove this. Where's my axe at? There it is. Like, why am I breaking this with a shovel? So basically what we're going to do now is take out all of our rails and do this. And do a little slither. Except for here. I would lay out all the power rails first, but that is against the rules of Minecraft. I really hope I have enough rails. I don't think I do. I'm like already looking at it, and I'm like, we did not bring enough. That's why I brought all the iron and the sticks, though. We have one stick. Sticks have become a stick. Because I forgot about the torches. I would do like a proper unloader. I just realized we also did not bring over a minecart hopper, but that's fine. We'll sort that out. Oh wait, hold on. What if? Oh my, we actually did have enough. We had exactly a few to spare. 7. We had 6 to 7 rails to spare. Shocked face. You said the funny number. Oh my, I might have seen one of the weirdest crossover episodes ever happen on my TikTok feed. This person was, I guess, flying a plane. Just, you know, flying around at the airport. And they're, you know, communicating on frequency with, like, an air traffic controller. And the air traffic controller basically said 6-7 over the radio, and the pilot was like, 6-7. Everyone's like, what the hell are you saying? It was actually really funny. I giggled and chuckled. Inappropriately 6-7ing is funny. Call me crazy. Alrighty. And just like that, the bottom half of this is done. I just need to make a minecart hopper real quick, which actually I have all the iron for. One minecart. Chest. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a couple hoppers. Really like one hopper. Extra. So we can actually do some like proper unloading. Chest. It won't be super sophisticated, but it will get the job done for now. We're basically, we'll have a hopper going in. We'll have a power rail spare. Block. If I could, a lever to send it back and forth. And then we just got to combine these two up. And we're all good to go. And that hopper is not locked. Perfect. So now this thing should run around inside there. I'm going to cheat real quick. Just to make sure it's not running out of power while it travels. Yeah, it's doing fine. I really should just get like a free cam. You can see it's not going to load a ton, but if I turn this off, it'll load up a little bit more. That's why we need a real minecart unloader system, but for now this will do. For now. Oh my god, so many pumpkins. Okay, I need to climb up and just finish this thing. I'm actually going to take the crafting table with me, because I'm going to need to craft a few things while I'm up there. I'll use this as my staircase. First order of business is actually putting in the rest of the acacia. Just so it doesn't look super ugly, we fill in all the gaps. You know what also would have been pretty nice? I think I made way too much acacia. Yeah, I did. Unfortunate. I don't know if we're going to have enough now. Made too many planks. Right. And now what I have to do is make... Oh, you know what, actually? Shit. That's fine. As long as it's going. That's what matters most. My iron axe is going to be so angry after this. I have to strip all of this. Literally my least favorite part about making these new shelves. It's just the amount of stripping that needs to be done. And we have 6 durability left. Awesome. Enough for exactly 1 shelf. Grab the crafting table. I do want to throw it in this area. I think it'd be nicer here. And kaboom. New axe. But also right out the gate. Fuck. We want to throw these in. We have about 10. Obviously what I have here is a little bit overkill, but I'm going to need more of them for this other farm, so I might as well have them here. You know, I'll just have this thing running. Don't think I need those staircases anymore. I can just place in the rest of it from down here. But yeah, sugarcane will go here. That'll go here. And what's nice is they're actually the exact same footprint. The sugarcane farm and the pumpkin farm. Just the pumpkin farm is going to be a little shorter than the sugarcane. Well, that's like one little stripe. The other one's going to be a smaller. To account for the 3 high of the sugarcane. Yeah, and again, instead of doing a bunch of observers, I'm going to save myself the effort and just go with a daylight sensor. 54, dude. That's a lot. But it's going to do it up good. Also, I wonder... Oy, I'm sorry. How long can you do the shelf thing? Because for those who don't know, one of the coolest features about these new shelves is the fact that you can hook up like 3 of them like this, and I'll simplify it on the back and basically do this. So you see now these are all like that. So if I right click, my whole hotbar can be saved on there. I can grab it all back. But how far out does this go? Okay, it's only in intervals of 3. Good to know. So like if we have a build or something like this build here, I know for a fact I'm gonna need like sandstone, acacia shelf. I'm gonna need different types of rails. I'm gonna need observers and pistons, right? And acacia planks. Maybe some like glass or something, which I obviously don't have right now, but redstone. Need iron. Like I could have this just set up here. A little hotbar full of items. I'm like, oh, these are useful things I'm gonna need for this build. Plop, ready to go. Right? Obviously, not right now. But like I could hypothetically just leave this here. Because these are like not super crucial items I need on me at all times. When I come back here, I can just right click, and it can also do an inventory swap. Like, oh, you know, now I don't have my items on me, but I have the things I need to build, and now I have the things I need to build, right? Convenient. Very convenient. That is loading up. I'm going to get out of this build's hair, though. The only thing I'd want to change on here, which I actually will, how do you quest? This is why we quest. You mean I got bad news for you? Did you claim your quest? Oh, I also need my pickaxe to get these items back. I didn't check my daily quests. So, / quests. Dude, I gotta turn off the golden regret. Okay, here's the deal. Before you start your quest, you have to click on it. Then you can go do it. I'm actually gonna take on both of those. Oh, you did that? Then that confirms to me that the fishing quests are actually broken. I need to go in and fix those because Tech was having issues with that as well. Okay, good to know. If you would like, I could re-roll your quests. I'll check the meme in a second. Because what is it? The fishing ones are broken. Me and Cat Power are gonna have to have a sit down and go through and just make a bunch of quests. Cause like some of them work, some of them don't. And like I had to remove a bunch of the, what is it? Like there's supposed to be brewing ones, but I couldn't get the brewing ones working. Got the breakfast quest and the leaf quest. Those ones should work. I mean, if you want to do those, go ahead, but the fishing one for sure is broken. I know that for a fact. There's something up with it for some reason. You know what? I should actually do the one that I got. Guys, do you think Kappa will ever spawn in on this world? I'm going to travel back towards spawn. I'm going to put a birthday cake for him. And we'll see if he ever eats it. He'll ever log into the world. But yeah, I'm pretty sure those other quests that you have should be working fine. Don't know of any major issues with those. That's quite the drop. Tell the platoon about Outlast Friday. Let me Here you go, meat. A heart is like bedrock. The only way to break it is cheating. Great. How profound. How profound. Didn't know we had a poet in chat. Okay, chuck some of that dirt, chuck some of that. All these pumpkins could go in here. Okay. I'm also gonna need a boat. And all this sandstone can go over there. Okay. I need the stuff for a cake. Stuff for a cake is wheat, which we can get wheat. Wheat, eggs, sugar, and milk. Milk. Here's some eggs. Some wheat. I really can't remember exactly what a cake recipe is. Can't check it in here though. That's for show. Here's some sugar. All right, cake. What am I missing? 1 bucket. Are you kidding me? One bucket of milk short. Well, it's good to have an extra bucket. And then Yumi, I'm on my way to visit. I'm gonna come visit. Bucket, bucket, bucket. Sugar, sugar, egg. Oh yeah, baby. $3. Throw that in the chest. I think that's all I'm gonna get. Don't forget the carrots and potatoes. We'll grab 1 carrot and 1 potato. I'll bring a couple extra carrots. I only have 1 potato on me though. I'm sure we have more growing somewhere else. Let me just double check. Just so I don't bring, yeah, we have more. I don't want to bring over the only potato we have. Bankrupt ourselves out of potatoes. I want to keep those. Oh wait, I need this. Guys, you know what we'll do? We'll put 2 candles on the cake because he's 22. And it's 2 2s, so 2 candles. And we'll dye them green because that's his favorite color. See, this is how much I care. Guys, what should I get Cap out for his birthday? I'm going to gift him something on Steam. I've already given him Factorio and Factorio Space Age the past 2 years. I can't tell if I'm doing the quest wrong, there's a delay, or it's a bedrock not working thing. He already owns Besiege. Did you complete the next quest? He already has Kerbal Space Program. Oh! I literally stuck my finger in the air like a fucking eureka. I know exactly what to get. I'm gonna get him Space Engineers. Not get, but no progress. That's strange. Send a picture of your quests in the Minecraft chat just so I can see them and see what exactly the things are. Because sometimes like I don't know why it doesn't say what the exactly like the completion requirements are. Okay, let's see. I have my items. I'm gonna come over. Yeah, he's got all the good space games. I mean, he's Fucking, he wants to work for NASA. What do you expect? But I literally spoke to him on the sale, the winter sale, the fall sale or whatever it was. I was like, hey, we should get space engineers and play together. And he's like, not now. He said winter. He's like, when I'm done with school. Like, okay, fine, I guess. But I could get it for him. The problem is I got it for myself on sale. Works for NASA after the shit going on, LMAO. What the hell is that? Whatever, I'm not gonna bother. That's what he wants to do, man. I think he said, though, he feels his position that he wants is secure. And plus, I could foresee in the near future a Space Race 2. I can foresee Space Race 2. Us versus China on first to colonize the moon. I think that might be like a legitimate thing that could happen. NASA could be shut down. I don't think he'd shut down NASA. Actually, he could. He could. But then again, I'm not going to lie. He is human. He is no god, right? And that is as far as I'll say. He also has a limit on his term of another 3.5 years. They're not going to knock down every single NASA space infrastructure facility that exists currently. They're going to stay up. So really, if they wanted to, they could just keep all the facilities. He's gone out of office. He went, what does NASA do for us? Yeah, that's the thing. They think, you know, we're not going to space anymore. Obviously, NASA's doing nothing. But NASA does more than that. And that's the problem that people don't know. It's like the same thing when they're like, why are we doing like, you know, research on gay monkeys or something? I don't know. I can't remember what that stupid thing was. They're like, why are we doing research on this? Why are we making the monkeys trans? Right? Anyway. They do a lot of, you know, a lot of things. But obviously, like all things in the United States, and this was planned way before the presidency of, you know, of current day. Most industries, when it comes to this military type stuff, because NASA was kind of like a military thing. You know, it's a government, you know, thing. They start it with the government and then it goes to the public sector. And we're kind of in like those transition years, but it's not like, you know, okay, when they deregulated all of aviation, like, you know, obviously we don't have any government run airlines anymore. It's like, but we didn't, you know, eviscerate all government, you know, structures regarding aviation. Like, you know, I don't think we would eviscerate all, what is it? All NASA, you know, procedures and facilities purely just, you know, to do, what is it? Private sector. Put it in Minecraft General. Let me take a look at this. Leaf thief. So, oh, you know what? This might be interesting. You might not be able to get that from naturally decaying leaves. You might actually have to punch the leaf. Because technically, this is a weird thing. What you have to do is it's looking for the drops you get when a block breaks. And if you're not breaking the block, that's not going to count it. That's the thing. Fishing, for sure, that's broken. I know that for a fact. This one, you might actually just have to punch. And if you can punch and get one stick and see it counts, thumbs up. It works on Bedrock. But if not, then we have problems. Oh, we got trouble. Wasn't there something going around? He was trying to let us vote for a president for a third time, as long as he didn't run 2 consecutive terms. Yeah, there was that going around, but I think there's bigger problems than a legal problem. I think there's more than just like a legal, like, I think there's other things he should be concerned about other than rewriting the law. He would have to basically invent immortality first. And once they invent immortality, then he can run for a third term. Because guys, I'm not gonna lie. This is not me wishing death upon, you know, the current administration and or their leader. But seriously, the guy's in his 80s. He's getting to the end. And this is a conversation that has to happen for, like, you know, all people. Oh, who's this? I just swam over here. I didn't expect to be bumping into people's builds. Kind of cute. He ain't that healthy either. No, he definitely is not. So, like, I mean, and there's been, you know, reports. We've all seen the stuff, like, of his current health. He's not doing too hot at the moment. List of the shit NASA made. Oh, this is you. Well, I found you. You're over here on the stony shores. Welcome to the crib. Memory foam, anti-corrosion coating, Artivision cochlear implants, scratch-resistant eyeglass lens, meeting the environment, emulsified zero-valent iron insulin pump, life shears, charged couple device water filters. Yeah, they made a bunch of things, right? But, you know, NASA is the space company, and if they're not doing space stuff, then people are like, NASA's doing nothing. Should have asked for a pumpkin seed too. Oh, damn. I didn't bring a pumpkin. What I'm going to do? I'm going to plant your pumpkin and carrot. Well, your carrot and potato right here. Enjoy. And as a gift, you get those. You are surrounded by particles of water. Look at you. I have to set up my particles. We should do that today. On the ungrowed plant, SMH. Well, I didn't want it to be all separated. I gave you your seeds back too. Oh, and here, have some brown eggs. Those are unique. You guys don't have those here. Those will give you brown chickens. Or, never mind. I'll put them in your chest over here. Your brown chickens. Oh, you know, I'll put them in the chicken chest. Put them in your chicken chest. There. A couple of brown eggs. Oh, wait, where's the, where's like the official spawn area? Is that over this way? Over that way. Take deep slate. Oh, is this my... No, you have to come visit us. Actually... actually, I'll take this. I'll appreciate this. Because I'm like, honestly, deep slate's not a bad thing to have right now. Where am I? Negative 300, positive 250? Let me look up where that is. Yeah, okay. I'm going to head a little bit east towards spawn. The only reason these things exist is Apollo 1. Oh, and she's gone. Okay, I go now. Have a nice night, Yumi. Thanks for stopping by. See, I knew this Stony Shore area was a good spot. That's where I want to build one of the train stations. Oh, no, I stay, but I go. Okay, 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 I see. Oh, wait, did you ever figure out if the quests work? Hold on. Oh, yeah. We need to know. Who's infested with children? Ooh. Oh, danger. Oh, danger. Oh, danger. Oh, danger. Hold on. Hold on. One moment. There's spawn. It's gonna be so dangerous. The dark forest at night. Oh shit, dude. Okay, hold on. There we go. Yeah, like this is the spawn area. Right over here. Start of season 2. Right over here. Oh, do you want that sheep? I can cart him over. Give me 1 second. I do have leads. I also have boats, so. Oh, I ate his cake. Shit. You place the candles, dude. No, dude, I'm eating it. I'm eating it all. Hold on, we'll make him a new cake. We'll make him a new cake. New cakey. This is bad. Telling. Let me find that dum-dum sheep. Where is he? He was in this forest. Oh, there he is. You've got cake materials? That's good. I have cake materials too. So we'll combine with our powers combined. There we go. The children infest this forest. Okay, let me put a lead on the boat. I want to lead around the boat just because it's a little bit nicer, and if I find a second sheep for you, I can hypothetically catch them as well. Oh shit, I might end up killing the sheep. You know, get out of the boat. I have a second lead, I'll just use that. Okay. I gotta see this shit. It's gonna be like a 3-hour mega bonk video. Please watch all of this right now. Thank you. Okay. What are the odds that I can actually keep him leaded while I'm in the boat? Jeez, Oku, it's a joke. It's a jizoke. Come on, sheep. I hope you do understand, Yumi, that you need... Holy shit. You're gonna need dirt for this guy. Oh, there you go. You got dirt for him. There you go. Wool for days. I will now milk your couch dry. It's temporary. It's temporary. You can move it out if you want. Jeez. I'll give you a lead. Also, you know you can craft leads with string, right? There. They changed the recipe for leads. You don't need a slime anymore. It's awfully convenient. Can you only put a single candle on top of a cake? I assume that's why it messed up the first time. Okay. Cake. Cakey. Oh, you're putting it inside your house? What nefarious things are you doing to this poor sheep? Go candle and then torch above it. It's temporary. Has to protect her sheep. Can't open doors. I don't think wolves can jump over fences. Last I checked. Gonna crack my neck. Ooh. Oh, is that a shipwreck? That's crazy. I was gonna put in a hole to separate it from the cows. Oh yeah, that would have been dangerous. Then wolves could have gone to it. Yeah, at some point I'll pretty up spawn. Make like an actual spawn location. Make it a little location destination. I cannot eat this. How many slices is that? Like 2 or 3? I'm gonna run in circles. You know what? My saturation is probably so high. I had steak. I'm gonna break it. There. And now let me make a sign. I do not have the materials. Let me break a tree. Obama. Dude, you know what was also so funny with the recent current events? The Nobel Peace Prize. For those who don't know, the vote for the Nobel Peace Prize, well, not the vote. The vote happened a while ago. But they announced the winners. The Nobel Peace Prize. And it wasn't Trump. Okay, there we go. So he did not get the Nobel Peace Prize. Despite all the things he's done to deserve it. So apparently all the good guys are getting together, aka the US and Israel, are gonna get together and have a big conference to publicly nominate President Donald J. Trump for next year's. It's like Gandhi eating food. So yeah, all the good guys are getting together to say why this good guy should be the best good guy in the world. Wait, the actual winner was a oh fuck, what is it? It's the current political leader of I can't remember. But basically they were under a communist rule. They were a communist country for quite some time. And they just started to transition to a democracy. And she's like one of the first democratic leaders of this country. Because thing is, you know, while you may say communism, poggies, right? This is like, you know, what the hell is the sheep doing? You mean, I think your sheep... Where's the door? Oh, you're... Okay, I see what you're doing. You're leading it out. So yeah, basically, like the rules of the Nobel Prize is that like you are supposed to be Drake. Where's the door? It's like it's supposed to be in the the spirit of what is it? You know, promoting democracy. Like that's. Let me see. If I go to Google and I look up what qualifies someone like or Nobel. So the qualifications, here it is exactly as stated by Alfred Nobel, right? The candidates must have done the most or the best work for the fraternity between nations, for the abolishment or reduction of standing armies, and for the holding and promoting of peace congresses, right? That is the criteria. So yeah, basically, that is what we do. What the sheep doing? Okay, I go now. Good. Did the quests work? Did you ever figure that out or no? If not, that's fine. Yeah, they work. Or yeah, they don't. Think I'm off this way? I am. Yeah. I don't know where I'm heading. I have to head to the northeast. That's where I know I need to go. Northeast. And eventually we'll make it home. Honestly, now I'm thinking about it, Yumi's place to spawn, now that could be a road that you walk on. I don't think we need a rail necessarily. I think one from this spawn tip area over to there. I just have to think of like what Y level gives us, you know, no ocean. What Y level gives us no ocean, but no lava pits? That's only the starter. Okay, then maybe we won't do it today. I'll try and do it straight to like spawn. The problem is if straight to spawn, it doesn't exactly line up perfectly with the mushroom island. So like I might move spawn closer to where you are actually. I might move like the exact spawn location to there. Because, what is it? I was going to make it so that we spawn as a single block anyway. At the moment, it's currently a big, wide area. On the old world, we used to have a specific spawn block, which was very nice and convenient. Yeah, we'll build up something pretty. Build up a little pretty spawn area. And that area can be sort of a time capsule. Yeah, I guess it could. That'd be cute. Wow. Mountains. Okay. Cracking my knuckles. It's a little chilly in here. Yeah, what was I gonna say? I totally can't remember. Let's head back home. I'm gonna continue working on the maybe the sugarcane farm. Not a terrible idea. Although actually, detour. Mangrove. My mangrove. Because we're going to need a bunch of mangrove roots. Oh yeah, the short. Let me take a look at this. And we'll watch it together because I have the capture already pulled up. Here's me. 3 what?
Oh my god. Are those 3 of them? Damn! 3 miners all lined up just for me?
Don't say it like that. Do not say it like that.
Whoa! Whoa!
Say it like
Whoa!
that.
I just whoa! No! Chill. Oh my god.
Great. Dude, there's another Minecraft clip that I got scared about when I saw 3 what? So if you don't know the netherite ingot clip, that one's out of pocket. That's crazy. Where that poor little kid crafts his 3 netherite ingots. I was gonna leave that green candle with you. With Yumi, but I didn't. Do none of you guys know the netherite clip, or am I just going crazy? My little cell, they keep me. My little cage. I don't want moss carpet, dude. But is there any more wood in here? I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Actually, no, it does kind of look like it. Right in there. I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true. All the wood out of the tree, my ass. Alright. Get out of here. Grab some proper gules. I can never say mangrove propagule the same ever again. Until I heard it as propagule. Because I don't know what a gule is, but if a British dude thinks it's proper, it's gotta be good, right? 3 proper gules. Oh my god, I just remembered I have to go to work after this. This is gonna be so annoying. I forgot I have a job. Part of my life isn't just playing Minecraft. Imagine it was. So nice. All those Minecraft YouTubers. God, my job is so hard. I wake up and I play my favorite game in the world. Do you think they even like it anymore? Do you think they even like to play Minecraft? All the people who do... What is it? Minecraft for content. And they're like, yeah, I like playing Minecraft. I'm gonna turn on my shaders. Going RTX on. There we go. Look how pretty it is now. Look how pretty the game is. I just realized I'm looking at the clouds. I'm like, oh, my shaders are off. Might get a little dark at night, but I'll take it for the pretty sights. You know, speaking of 3-hour-long Mega Bonk videos, I was actually watching a really long Mega Bonk video today. Where this guy, really funny run, he said, what would happen if I started a run with 100 wrenches? What would happen if I started a run with 100 wrenches? For those who don't know, wrenches, what do they do? They give you increased charge rate on shrines, and the shrine reward is also increased. So I think they charge with 100 of them 750% faster, and the rewards are 450 times better. So like, it was a hysterical run. But while he's sitting there and just talking, I guess he was live streaming it and then cut it up into a YouTube video afterwards. But he was like talking with his chat and he's like, guys, do you think it would be better to be really good at one thing or mid at everything? Right, this is his question that he postured. Really good at one thing or mid at everything. And I immediately, my brain was like, oh, I don't want to be really good at one thing. Right? It's like rather than mid at everything. But then he, like, you know, I as a fool, you know, kind of forgot the gravity of everything, right? The gravity of everything is kind of crazy, right? Like, when you're like, yeah, he also said, when you think about it from a brownie points, like, you know, trying to be nice with, you know, a significant other kind of perspective, he's like, it's busted. He's like, it's busted if you're like just going for brownie points, because like, you know, if there's a, you know, a hole in the wall, rather than having to call a carpenter, you're like, yeah, I kind of have a rough understanding of how this works. You know, I'm not going to be carving out like, you know, wooden sculptures with a chainsaw, but like, you know, I can patch a hole. Right? I guess also depends on what you define as mid. Because like, you know, are we saying that when we say mid, we're talking like, I also have to figure out exactly what I want for this. I already know where I want the minecart rail to go. It's going to go here. I already know the pattern I want. The pattern is going to go like this. Go, and that's going to go over like this. And you'll be like, that's weird. Why'd you do a gap of 1 there and a gap of 2 there? All will make sense in a second. But it's like, it depends on what you consider to be mid. It's like, is mid bad, or is mid like just middle of the road? Is it that you know how to do some things entirely, but some things you just don't know how to do? Is it that you know what the average person knows? You know? Or is it that like, I don't even know. Like, is it that you know what like an intermediate person in each of these skills I have to kill all these guys because they're for my quest. I have to do the hostile takeover quest. Hold on. Let me check it real quick. How am I doing? 3 out of 6 drowns. We're a quarter of the way there. He dropped a copper. But yeah, I think being mid at everything would be pretty good. Because, like, you know, I guess I would say mid at everything would be being an intermediate at every level of a skill, right? Like, if there was like 100 levels, you'd be around like level 25 to 40. Right? I don't want to go full 50. That seems crazy. But like if it's mid, like literally middle of the road at everything, like imagine how cool it would be if it's like, oh, you know, I'm like, you know, I may not be an expert at like playing the guitar, but I'm mid at it. I can play like, you know, a pretty basic song, like a couple of them, or I have a basic understanding of, you know, how this stuff works. It's like, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be useful. I can play Wonderwall is not intermediate. That's like beginner level. Wonderwall is 4 chords. I think if you don't know how to play guitar, you can play Wonderwall. Wonderwall's the poser song. Aw. Welcome back, Yumi. We're talking about the Sweet Home Element. We're talking about the question, would you rather be good at everything? No, good at one thing or mid at everything. That is the question we posture today. That is why we clash. I'll have you know. There was a kid who's only played the beginning SpongeBob ukulele at my school. I like how you're singing the SpongeBob theme song, like the SpongeBob song in text form. I know you're talking about the like that song. You're like, how do I? It's like, how do I process this in text form? And you figured it out somehow. I'm actually gonna get rid of this because I kind of need it. Okay, I have enough for one module. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, this design is going to be... Repeat the question, I didn't process it. Would you rather be mid at everything? Or the best at one thing? Obviously you can pick what you're the best at, but like... Mid at everything or the best at one thing? Dirt, and then here's gonna be the rest of the grove. My mangrove. Means you're not bad, but you're not good either. I said, like, let's say everything you could possibly do is like there's 100 levels to it. You're maybe like anywhere from like level 30 to 40. Yeah, like 45, 30-ish, around 100. That's like, I'd call that mid. I'd pick mid. I think at first I was like, oh yeah, I'd probably want to be the best at one thing, but I'm like, honestly, being mid at everything probably makes you a better overall person. Say 50 is mid. I'd beg to differ for some things. Cause like, imagine, like, this is what I think about like piano players, right? Like a level 50 out of 100 piano player seems pretty good in my eyes. Like that feels like you could probably like go to some like, you know, beginner competitions and probably win. Mid means you could play some sick ass guitar here, but not real guitar. No, that's false. You would be mid at guitar and mid at Guitar Hero. You would be mid at everything. So I don't think you could even play sick ass Guitar Hero. You could just play mid guitar and mid Guitar Hero. This is the one thing you don't really think about, right? It's like, oh, you know, these skills probably transfer and make me better in other places. No, you're mid at everything. Hold on. Brain blast. See what you do wrong, improve. I like to believe that we're in a world right now where like your stats are set in stone. I feel like it's like if you take the devil's deal, it's like you're forever locked in to this lifestyle where like you have to forever be mid. I seriously not plant this? What the H? Because we're not dealing with normal laws of, you know, the universe. We're dealing with magic here, right? You know, we're dealing with dark matter, with evil. And I feel if you're dealing with evil like this, you know, it's not going to play fair. Okay. I need more dirt and I need more mangrove. Mangrove to blow up. We're dealing with would you rather genie magic. Oh, would you rather genie magic? So I checked it. What'd you check? Oh, the gang is okay. Good to hear. One, two, three, four. That's how tall this thing is going to be. Actually, is it? I think so. Just got to do some quick maths. Because basically, let me just grab this really quick. That's going to go there. And it's going to be 3 blocks tall of that. Yeah, okay, cool. We're good. 1, 2, 3. I understand the assignment now. I didn't know what you were talking about, but now I get it. Those are one too short. That's the problem. How do I get up there? Just like that. Okay. This design's going to take a little bit more in the standard acacia wood department. Because it's going to need this. And then a bunch of pistons. Again, I can get like one side done, but then the other one's going to need more work. Great if we did in-game or VC last time. I can't remember either. I think we did in-game. It's what, procs that way? Okay, that's looking a little better. I have to go grab a bunch of glass. I gotta grab a bunch of things. I will return. Discord be laggy. So yeah, basically, because like I'm thinking about it right. Sorry, I'm still on the mid versus awesome and everything. Like, if I want to become, let's just say, obviously it's a mix of skills, but if I was like, my skill is VTuber, I want to be the best VTuber, right? Like, technically, I don't think that makes me the best video editor. I don't think that makes me the best, you know, storyteller or writer. I think I could maybe do like a good stream, but if I ever want to try making like a YouTube video, I'd probably be ass. This feels bigger. Not playing, wake up. No, I'm saying if I wanted to, you know, if that was my skill that I wanted to spec into, you know? Because obviously I have a choice of what skill I want to spec in. Oh, I should have planted. Let me throw these in there. What else am I doing? Sandstone. Need to be found by people. Exactly. And that's why I said, like, if I, you know, if I have the best VTuber skill, but I don't have the best video editor skill, then obviously it's like nothing changes. So like, if I was a mid video editor and a mid streamer, well, better than I am now, I feel like, you know, that could be pretty good. Did we hit partner like that? I think so. I think we'd hit partner like that. mid streamer. That's smelting up. What else did I need? More pistons. More pistons. I need what? Technically 18? It's like that much. Things good streamers do. I'm thinking start doing tier lists. Because that's peak content. Peak content, tier lists. I don't even think I have enough pistons for all of these. No, I don't. I'm short in the cobble department. Honestly, all the big streamers do tier lists. Actually, no. I take that back. The really big streamers are you the shocker or are you the shock shamer? Those are the real questions these days. Eat candy and put on a tier list. Did I tell you guys I literally have this idea in the back of my mind? Ever since I moved in near this Japanese candy store, one of these days, when I'm not buying expensive things, I'm gonna go to the Japanese candy store and buy all the Japanese candies. We're gonna try them on stream. It's gonna happen. Speaking of which, now that the server is all launched, I feel I can focus on other things. Obviously, there's still more things that have to be ironed out with the server, like all the quests. But I want to set up that YouTube video that I want to do where I make the chat redeems. Does that mean hand cam? Yeah, I'd probably do hand cam. I have to actually make a better hand cam setup for this desk. I can't do my old hand cam. I might have to get like a... Being mid is subjective. Yeah, I know. That's the other hard part. That's why I tried to give it like a some kind of defining number where I'm like, 40, like 30 to 40 out of 100. Okay. Now here's the question. Here's the fun question. When it comes to mid versus peak, let's say I'm mid at math. I'm mid at math, but I'm also mid at like quantum physics. Like, how does that work? 60 to 70. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. 60 to 70. 6, 7. Am I hip now? Yeah, you're hip, okay. You need another 18 redstone in this department. How much is it for a daylight sensor? Daylight is slabs, glass. Speaking of which, we're gonna need more glass. Where's my sand? Sand! Give it to me. Give it to me, sand. Oh, Tech really carved out this mountain. Been quite the project here. I'm gonna kind of trim this down in a somewhat natural sense. When's the skate stream, Bucko? I literally thought about that today. I'm not even lying. I was like, I should stream skate. Because I saw like a YouTube short about it where someone said like they showed this Easter egg. I'm like, it'd be cool to play skate. Do I keep reading your mind? I don't know. Also so close to being finished with the dress. That's exciting. Candy tailors. Well, the candy tailors have been talking about for a bit, so you didn't really read my mind with that. Oh, this has to be backed up a bit now. Alright, cool. What the fuck is that? I hate that about Minecraft. right, throw that in there, and let's grab a bucket of lava. Genuinely one of the most useful things we added to this entire base. The little bucket of lava thing. Okay. But yeah, I want to do that like I make your things video, because that's a fun idea I had. And I had that for a while, and I just didn't want to do it at the same time as like the Minecraft thing, because it's a lot of, I don't know. I'm sure you guys wouldn't mind, but it'd be a lot of asking you guys of things. You know, it's like, hey, give me suggestions for the Minecraft seed. Give me suggestions for the things you want in chat, the redeems. Give me suggestions for this, right? You know, gets to be a bit. You know what I almost did today? Can I be so crazy? I almost whipped out the drawing tablet today. Crazy. I know. I literally, and this is such a bad idea. Can I give you $5 for a cauldron stalagmite and a pumpkin seed? I'd do that trade. I'd do $5 for a cauldron. I'll even give you a bucket of lava too. I'll throw in a bucket of lava to even get it kicked off. Bucket of lava. Do I have a stalagmite? I should. Somewhere in these chests. You know what? Tech might have taken it. A pumpkin seed. Where are the pumpkin seeds? I just saw them. I'll give 4. I was about to say I'll pack it all up in a bundle, but I can't. Because of the bucket. Whatever. There it is. What are things I don't need right now? Sugarcane. Should have a thing where every raid has a 1 in 100 chance cause it a bomb to go off and end stream. That is terrible. Why would we want that? Why would we want... Whatever. I'm not even gonna... Oh, I never made the daylight sensor. That's why I had these. Daylight sensor. I can get rid of this now. And the rest of these. Because it's funny, 1 out of 1,000. I don't think he gets it, guys. Poor guy. I don't think he understands. I'm just gonna go visit the Chrome does not have a pop-out extensive have the pop-out as extensive as Opera. Nor does Opera have the islands that Chrome has. Which is infuriating. I'm gonna say it right now and you're not gonna like it. Vivaldi, look at this. Can I stream this for a second? This is the browser I use every day when I stream. Let's say, okay, I have a bunch of YouTube videos that I like. Oh, so many YouTube videos, right? And they're all filling up my feed, right? What I can do is go like here, shift click to there, right click, and then what I can do is stack the selected tabs. Look at that. So now I have my seed map here, and I have this YouTube stack 6, and all of those are collected separately in an island of sorts. Oh, but do you want more separation? Let's say I want this to be in a completely different area. I could actually move this to a new workspace, right? So now I have this one, which I have specifically for like saving things I want to buy, right? And then I have that separated out from all of my, oh shit, I moved that to the wrong spot. Sorry, it's in a completely different window right now. But Makes you change my window. Sorry. It's over here now. See, now I have this one, but I also have this one too, right? And they're separated out into separate workspaces. I actually move that back to the active window here. I can move that back to there. Hold on. I can't get it to work anymore. I broke my capture by doing this, but whatever. In Chrome, when you open an island for a new window, a new tab for a window, as an island, you can still work on the other thing you're working on while having the tab floating. What the hell is that? I have to close out all these stupid videos I just opened up. So what did I want to look at? Oh, you know what it was? All right. We're back in the game. This is almost done. I wonder if we could make the full pumpkin thing today. I think we can. We have time. You've never heard of the floating tab? No. Because thing is, I have multiple monitors. I have multiple monitors. So I can just, if I need to work on two things at once, I just open up two tabs and I split screen them. If I need more than that, I go four screens. I do like 4 sections on my 2 screens. Also a glowberry. I'll throw it in my little corner. Things to give you me. Those 4. Yeah, well, you don't. So see, we have different use cases. And they, they demand different things. Like my use case demands, more tab organization with, windows and tab stacks and workspaces, while yours requires multitasking. See? You know how you pop out a tab when you click on the tab behind it, when you have pop that goes to the back? Yes, I do know that. When you make it float, you can keep it on top. Oh my god, I have such a thing for you. I'm sorry to say, but this is already a thing. It's inside of the tool Power Toys, right? Which is on, you can get it on every Windows computer. It's inside of the Microsoft Store. And it's called Always on Top. And you can do it not only for a Chrome window, you can do it for every window ever. It's Windows Control T. Power Toys. Yeah, go into the Windows Store, look at Power Toys. It's a software made by Microsoft that adds extra features to your computer. The fact that these are not by default is so annoying. Like, let me rattle off a couple of the ones that I always use. The grandma of my friend group. So you have Win Control T. That's a really useful one. Win Shift T. That's like a screenshot, but for text. There's Win Shift H, which will highlight where your mouse is and show you where it's clicking. There's also Win Shift V and Win Control Alt V, which is advanced pasting options. Those I don't use as much. But there's a bunch of things that you can actually use. Like previewers with control space. And it actually shows you, like, it's got a little demo of every utility that it has. There's a demo of everything. So like you're not just turning things on that you don't know. A lot of words and you're not going to process it. Yeah, that's the thing. You can, you know, if it is something you're ever interested in, there's Power Toys and it's got explanations of exactly what everything is. But I do think that the most useful ones are the always on top, which I actually used to install. Power Toys sounds like a sex toy company. I'm not gonna disagree with you. I could see it being up there with the greats. You know, Bad Dragon, Love Ends, Power Toys. Fits in perfectly. Like 2 peas in a pod. All right. I was about to say something. I'm like, that's the most out of pocket thing I've probably ever said in my entire life. I'm like, I will never, I don't think I can say that. It came to, I feel like I have to say it. The fall off of the pocket pussy was crazy. What happened to that thing? What happened to that thing? I feel like I remember that being like the talk of the town when I was in like middle school. I remember like this one kid in my Boy Scout troop gloating that he had one. But like, no way, dude. No way. What? Clip. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old now. Is that still a thing in middle schools? Do kids still talk about that? Was I weird? Was I the weird one? Well, I really wasn't because I was the one talking about it. It was other people. I heard them. Was I in the weird friend groups? Hold on. Let me see. Is Kappa on? Can I hit him up with this? Can I hit him? Like, what the fuck happened? He hit me with a huh and 3 question marks. There, see? He literally says, yeah, didn't one of our friend's cousins sell them? Oh my god. That's such a great point. The Pringles tech took over. The Pringles tech revolutionized the game. You see this? That is crazy. What is this new unread? Oh, you're leaking on me that I ate the cake. So this is my Google feed. I was dying. You guys aren't, I don't know, you guys are too young to understand way back in my day. All the shit that went down. Middle school was different. It was a war zone. I stabbed myself under the nail. Ooh. Yikes. That's gotta hurt. Under the nail. Oh, I didn't bring any rails, did I? Fuck. I gotta run back for rails. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Yeah, Kappa's got a good point. I think everyone realized how useless the, what is it? The pocket pussy was once, the Pringles tech was unveiled. The Pringles technique. Oh, I still don't have... Oh, I got new quests, which means I didn't get to complete my old quests, but whatever. A trade-off, if you will. Up with girls and stabbing themselves. Women, am I right? Aga-ga-ga-ga-ga-ga. Okay, Mr. Krabs came out. Aga-ga-ga-ga. Am I right, fellas? Fellas, am I right? That. Let's start filling this sucker up. Pretty sure I got it up to not that point. That's so awesome. You know, I was just trying to think, I'm like, man, it's kind of crazy. Them kids be talking about sex toys in middle school, but I'm like, at the same time, that kind of tracks. The one thing that like is, synonymous with middle school is raging teenage hormones. I'm like, you know what? Kind of makes sense. Haha, penis. Like, you know what? Well, you know what? Let me do this. Let me do the redstone portion for this. Because it's not that hard. You know what I should do, actually? Let me start building up the glass. This is going to have 3 glass as well. But then what we're going to need is... I did not bring the observers. What the hell, dude? Okay, let me go back home. What do we need? Shopping list. Most places start teaching sex ed in middle school anyway. Yeah, they do. Oh, wait, no, the rails are here. I'm stupid. Not enough rails. We're gonna need way more, but it's a start. Where is... Oh, I'm gonna need trapdoors. Okay. I'll get sex ed in middle school? Yeah. Okay, you're literally in the American schooling system. Oh, you know what? Maybe this could happen. How many, no, that wouldn't even solve that problem. I don't know. I mean, at least you got it. But yeah, it does happen in most middle school, I feel. The middle school adjacent task. Yeah, it was 9th grade. Yeah, it's like probably around the same. Yeah. At the least, I learned it 8th grade. Because even then, they have you redo it in high school as well. Like, I remember maybe in like my sophomore year, I had to do it again. Like they just had another round of it. Let's see. Those pistons need to go in. We need wood. I never planted an acacia up there, did I? I need the observers. Wait, where the fuck? We had 2 observers. Where's the other observer? Whatever. We have the resources to make a new one. Okay, let me see. I got the observer, plural. I got that. I have the redstone that we need. I have all the pistons. I have the sand and the glass. I don't need mangrove roots anymore. I need dirt. I need acacia wood. I need trapdoors. Where's the acacia saplings? Also, I'm going to throw Yumi's stuff back here. So the next time she's on, I can deliver it. And let me check the memes channel. What is this? What is going on? Sex. Sex is required. Were you ever in PE as freshman? They continue teaching it each year in my school. When you were you ever in like a gym class? I'm pretty sure gym was mandatory all the way up until I think it was mandatory every year for me. Except for I mean there's things you could do to get out of it. But it wasn't like a graded class, it was a pass fail. It was like a pass fail. And you kind of just had to show up and do do something and not be a bum. And you did fine in gym. Which is pretty nice. My senior year was probably the best gym class I had because I had this basically ancient gym teacher who just didn't really care what was going on in class. And half the time he was like, all right, everybody, we're going to go out and walk the track. That's all we did. But I remember middle school being much more, it was much more intense gym class in the sense that, there actually was, what am I trying to say? In middle school gym class, there was actually topics that we had to go over. And exams. Because I remember, it was crazy. My school was kind of hip with it. They taught us since middle school, they were teaching us pickleball, dude. We were on pickleball before it was cool. I remember, they taught us it was basically a history of sports class is what gym was in middle school for us. They taught us about the history of pickleball, the history of basketball, techniques in games, stuff like that. That was what mostly we did in gym class. We ran, did our stretches, then played athletic games. Front of the boat, back of the boat. What the fuck is front of the boat, back of the boat? I've never heard of that. Also, I'm going to need these. I'm going to need sticks. I'm going to need iron, gold, and redstone for rails. Sharks and minnows. Okay. I know sharks and minnows. Oh my god. I don't think any other school played this. This is elementary school. But we used to play this game called Rollerball Jailball. To play mat ball. I never heard of mat ball, but we used to have this game Rollerball Jailball. where basically like, how do I even describe how you play it? Basically, there was like a oh no, that was Planet Ball. I'm thinking of another game called Planet Ball, where basically, there was like these structures you had to construct out of hula hoops, right? You had to construct a structure out of hula hoops by like basically intricately locking them together. And then with like the foam, like alligator skin balls, the gator balls, you had to throw them at the other people's structures of hula hoops and knock it down. And there's like 3 of them. And if you could knock down all like 3 or whatever, like 5 structures, you win. But like, you know, there was people who were like dedicated to rebuilding. There was other people who would like be dedicated to just, you know, throwing. Like you could like strategize. Yumi remembers that one. That's a classic. I love Planet Ball. What else was there? I think Rollerball Jail Ball was kind of just dodgeball without throwing. What a white and luxurious game. Yeah, it was very bougie. Oh my god. There's another one that I have to say, but that's super bouge. Oh, sorry. The bottom half of the message was cut off. Gosh, chill out. What white and luxurious games do you play in Connecticut, bro? This is back when I was in New York, but basically we had Rollerball Jailball. Oh yeah, so Rollerball Jailball was basically dodgeball, but they just didn't want you throwing the balls, I think. Because that was like dangerous in their eyes. So what they did instead was you had to roll the balls. But some kids, and you had to hit them below the legs. And like some kids would fucking rip these things. They go crazy. It's so dark. But like if you could get it like through the back, I think, like, you know, I think the jail for the opposing team, like your team's jail was on the opposite side of the gym from where you were. If you could throw a ball past like the other team, you could like bring a person back. I think that's how it worked. I will say though, the bougiest of all that we played, and I can't remember super vividly much about it, but I bet if I ask Kapow about it, he's got a good memory. He could probably tell you about, I think like every middle school. Oh shit. I'm short a few blocks. Not middle school, elementary school. Every elementary school in our district had some variation of this game where they basically called it like whatever the elementary school's name was. It was like Elementary School City, I'll call it, right? Okay, I am in need of more dirt. I just looked at schedule. Who drew that? That would be Normie from the Fomos Discord. I need way more acacia. Let's go to the acacia forest. Let's stop putzing around. Oh, also, what are my quests now? Oh. A bow and a stone sword. Oh, and make a stone axe, stone shovel, stone sword, all that stuff. Oh, and make another cake. You didn't wonder why we were calling him gay. Ugh. Oy. But yeah, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. The elementary school city. So elementary school city was basically you remember those little scooters that you could like sit your ass on and ride around? Like the little plastic ones with the 4 caster wheels on the bottom. Basically like you would just sit around and drive in circles. But like stationed around the lap of where you stationed around the lap of where you like scoot was a bunch of shops, and you could like either do jobs for money or like, you know, buy pets at like a pet shop, or buy like extra carts to like tag onto the back of your current cart. It was crazy. The world's most annoying AI generated ringtone is going off and I want to die. Oh my god, poor tech. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. We're reminiscing about all the games we used to play in gym in middle school and high school. And elementary school. Not middle school. High school, I really didn't do much. Gym was very much a different beast. But in my school, you could actually oh, hey there. I'm gonna kill you because I really don't want to bother. I'm here for the things and stuff. Oh gosh, you picked a bad time in the middle of a project. No, I'm kidding. Just give me a bit and I'll be over there. I kind of want to... Oh. You know what? Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Kind of helped me with chopping my tree. Also, I'm going to turn off shaders for a second. So I can kind of see what's going on. Oh, also it gave me dirt, and I need dirt. What was I even saying? I got distracted by all the creepers. Yeah, gym in high school, you could actually substitute it. I remember we used to have, I think it was a dance class. You could take either like dance, yoga, or gym, pretty much. Like those are your options. I just did the standard gym, honestly. But I'm pretty sure my sister did yoga. And I helped out a bit with because I believe the dance course is actually an advanced placement, an AP course. It was AP dance. And at the end of it, because it's an AP class, there's a final. So they had an AP dance like recital, which is really cute. It's a super cute event. Basically, the AP dance students create like a choreography, and they bring in all the elementary school kids, and they teach the elementary school kids, and they all dance on stage. So it's a fun time. But I ended up helping out with all the behind the scenes tech stuff, because I did that a lot for the school plays and musicals and things. My earbuds won't go loud enough to silence the phone in someone's handbag, so no way in hell I'm turning it off. Is it like a coworker? Or are you out like, or is it like some customer? Also, how do you know it's an AI generated what is it, ringtone? How do you even AI generate a ringtone? Oh, I would hope so, considering I'm in the crew room. Well, that would make sense, yeah. I would hope it's a crew member too, if that were the case. Some random person's handbag just sitting in there. Imagine. It's got that AI voice Alpha makes. Oh, it's got like one of those YouTube short voice. That's so funny, dude. I mean, obviously not, but for me as an outsider, it's kind of funny. For you, it probably is so ass. I still did not bring any of the shit I needed. I'm so dumb as bricks, dude. I'm gonna finish off what I'm working on now. Hold on. Before I get distracted and do stupid things, I'm gonna finish what I was working on. Like, fuck. Endless pain and suffering and torture for you. I don't believe I can plant on those corners until I get the rest of the mangrove to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Aga gaga. I can't. But oh, speak of the devil. That just fired. Fired. Okay, cool. Do you like the garage? I love the garage. It's so pretty. I was showing it off earlier. I'm like, this tech guy, he's pretty smart. Because the whole, like, what is it? That unloader on the bottom is really cool. A nice little touch. Well, I'm gonna need more of the interior portion. You know, fuck it. All of this, planks. You know what I also need? I need this up here. Just like that. You know what I should do? I should make scaffolding. We have bamboo. When I have it be an auto sorter, I also put a simple switch to turn off the hoppers if you don't want stuff go schmat. I'm wrapping up my pumpkin farm right now. Well, the pumpkin farm is done. I'm actually on to the next portion, which is the sugarcane farm. Because again, in the end, the goal is auto pumpkin pie. But I'm missing, obviously, more acacia. That's great. YouTube's down? Oh shit. That's crazy. I didn't even know. But welcome, Creepy Paul. How's it going? That sucks. YouTube is down. I have to... What to do? Okay, I'm gonna put these in. Specifically avoiding that one, just because I know it's gonna be a pain in the future. But that's, you know, good to know. Just been chilling, playing mobile games. Living the life, obviously. That being the life. Could put those up there, shouldn't I? I'm just gonna go home. I need sandstone. Before I do that, I'll do the rails. I'm getting distracted by things. Let me pick some good spots. I think I'll do it similar to how I did the last one, where I just picked the midpoint and give them powered rails. Again, it's not a massive... We got plenty of sandstone. Oh, I've been using it. How's the copper update? Is it good? I think it's fun. This is a very useful feature. I've been using this inventory swapper. Like if you look at my hotbar, I can just swap now between like, oh, these are things I need for, you know, while I'm making rails. But oh, this is stuff that I need for while I'm like breaking blocks, right? It's useful in that regard. Let me make some more rail and powered rail. Even though I don't need a ton. Actually, I probably need more than 16 rails. Copper golems are cute. I'm probably going to make a whole storage system with them, despite the fact that they're not really... You know, here's the annoying thing. Like, I don't know how to do a swap like that. Oh, you know what I could probably do? I could probably just turn that off. And then do individual item slot swaps. Anyway. Yeah, I'm probably going to make a sorter using all the copper golems. I think that's going to be super cute. Oh, speaking of which, Tech, I was just talking earlier this stream. I might make a minor change to the game rules of the server. I want to increase minecart speeds. Food finished, leaving this fuck-ass crew room. I want to use the new experimental features of increasing minecart speeds. YouTube back online just now. Got the notification. Fun. Because what I want to do is can you be my boy wife? What are the perks? What do I get for being boy wife? What's the pay? Being in a cage. To come with, you know, 3 square meals a day. And a roof over my head and all that stuff. Because if so, I'm now sitting in the storage room. The cuck storage room. Okay, I think that's plenty. How much sandstone am I missing? 2? Yeah, I'll run home. I have to run home for other things too. Okay, let me just get my story straight here. Okay, my hotbar is all fixed up now. I mean, my inventory is a mess, but we're not going to talk about that. Oh wait, what the fuck? How did I end up with 2 extra observers? Psst. Ayumi. I did see the bees. I need actually nope, that's going to stay open. For now. I need more mangrove root. I need 2 mangrove root for right here and here. And I need more acacia wood. But other than that, I think that's it. Let me go grab those things. And then it's going to be on to the whole next portion of the project, but that's a whole can of worms that I don't want to open up now, I think. Because, I mean, we got the sugar. We got the pumpkins. Now we just need the chickens and the auto crafter. The auto crafter is actually going to be built to work with the minecarts. Got acacia logs in the front of the garage that you don't need. Cool. I think I'm pretty... Actually, you know what? I do need a little bit more acacia. For all my shelving. I'll see a new axe. My axe broke. Can I ask you a question? That was a thing I Man, I did go through my public speaking course in college. That was a big thing. Can I ask you a question? That was when they tried to grill out of people. Well, not grill. They tried to like drill that out of people. To never say, can I ask you a question? Hey, look at that. That's a lot of acacia logs. Wowie wow. What am I trying to do here? I don't really need any of this because of the rails. Those are all done. Speaking of which, rails are done. Pistons are done. Observers are done. Actually, you know what? Pistons and observers and those types of things are going to go in here. With redstone. Acacia planks I kind of need. Sandstone I need a few. I've been smelting up some fresh, smooth sandstone, but mangrove. 2 mangrove root. I'll remember. And I guess some more sugarcane. Just to plant. Okie doke. I technically still have steak. I should finish off the rest of my steak and then start moving over. I should start transitioning to pumpkin pies. My new future food source forever. My forever food. I think they came out kind of interesting. I mean, they're kind of boring, but it's at least a little covered up. Oh shit, yeah, I have extra glass. That's fine. Totally forgot, there's 4 missing glass from the pumpkin farm. Yeah, they're not super visually interesting, but they're kind of cool. They're covered up at least. They're not naked. Ew, naked. Grab these. This can go over here. Boink boink. Plink plonk. Plonk plink. Plonk plink. Have you ever been beaten by a wet spaghetti noodle by your girlfriend because she had a twin sister and you got confused and fucked her dad? That's how it feels to drive a Ford F-250. Hi Lunaces, what's going on? Hope you're having a very wonderful night. That's what it feels like. Boy. That sounds like a fun night. Let me tell you. Hey, hold on. I got rid of all my rails. Okay. I never made the scaffolding. I'm just built of dumb. I'm built of stupid and dumb. I never grabbed... Sorry, I'm shaking my hands in the air in frustration right now of my own stupidity. You know what? Fuck it. Mangrove Tower. My mangrove is to blow up. Okay, I actually just slapped my mic down. So if it was quiet there for a second, that's why. My pure, unbridled rage got unleashed onto the microphone. Poor little guy took the brunt of the force. Okay, let's go home again. I just need, you know what I need in this game? I just need the ability to have access to all my items at all times. I need a creative inventory. Where I'm just like, oh, let me grab this and let me grab this. My little 2 two brain cells that fly around like a gnat and a moth around a light bulb, like where occasionally just bumps into it and the neurons spark. Like it can't handle this. Seriously cannot handle the fact that this exists. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I used the bee farm earlier tech. I don't think I ever, what is it, fully articulated my idea. So yeah, here's the deal. I want to change the game rule that lets minecarts move faster. Because I was thinking to myself, what a wonderful world we have. But also, I was thinking like, oh, you know, I want to build a railway system. And I was wrestling with myself. I was wrestling. Mind. I was like, oh, you know, it'd be smart to have it in the nether. Because then, you know, that you get the 8-to-1 conversion. But I'm like, but I kind of want to build it in the overworld. And then it hit me. Bedrock players can't go on the nether roof. So like, yeah, I could build massive tunnels that go through the entire, you know, nether landscape. But that's dangerous. So I'd much rather just do it in the overworld, increase the minecart speed. Because that's fun to have fast minecarts. Moving fast in Minecraft is fun. Let me dump that in there. Is there... You were wrestling with yourself. In my mind... Geez. Mind out of the gutter. Wrestling's a sport. The ancient Greeks wrestled. They actually wrestled completely naked. Do you guys know that? The ancient Greeks wrestled completely naked. Just butt naked. That's why they got on the pots. When they drew the wrestling on the pots, the dudes were naked because they actually naked wrestled. Real. It's a true form of the sport. It's a bunch of dudes getting together. They don't care. They're all naked. Fuck it, throw in some oil. And they fucking go to town, dude. You know what they say? Where there's olive branches, there's olives. And where there's olives, there's olive oil. What can I say? What can I say? Those Greeks knew how to throw a party. Okay. What am I here for? Rail. My feeble little brain will figure this out. I have no iron for a hopper minecart, or anything of that sort. But that's not the issue now. Not the issue. Don't care. Okay. I will do this. I will achieve my goals. Also, all of these can be removed now. These aren't important. But yeah, I was thinking about doing a full-on, like, encoded minecart system. I was talking about this earlier. A full-on encoded minecart system where, like, basically there would be terminals, not terminals, like junctions. There would be junctions where it would read a minecart hopper, not minecart, a minecart chest that has all the instructions laid out in it. And you could travel around using the instructions that you put in there. If that makes any sense. It'd be a very high-tech and cool system. It would take a lot of work. And I basically have one that leads from the desert to the shop island. one from the shop island back to spawn. I think also one from the shop island up north. Because I think Yumi wants to live up north. Okay, I'm gonna need more of those. So like basically if you wanted to go somewhere, you could just put all the directions in a minecart chest. You have a 3-minute request. What is your 3-minute request? Is it the delivery? Because honestly, I've been going back and forth from my base to this build for like, that's like 90% of what it's been. Watch, I'm a bug. It's in, oh, it's in music. I literally saw it the other day. I was gonna watch it, I totally forgot. Okay, we're doing a live viewing session. If I can actually get the window. Oh, that's the memes channel of Discord. You know what? Fuck it. We'll watch it in Discord. Here it is. It's in music. Oh, you know what? It's not going to get the audio though if I stream it in Discord. Never mind. I have to somehow find out where my Vivaldi is. There it is. LMAO audio is vital. This is Pimations? Holy shit. Blast from the past. Is it just video? Is it just little bug facts?
I'm a bug. Oh, I'm so very small. Little bug. Taking so long to crawl to where I'm going. Where am I going?
Well.
In your home. Oh, it's so very warm. All alone.
Sorry, I'm gonna read comments.
I'll go get my swarm and we'll get growing. Yeah, we'll get growing.
Look at him, he's so small. Holy shit. Real bug POV.
In the walls, in the closet, in the halls, oviposit, in the stairs, in the attic, everywhere.
That's actually,
Systematic kitchen tiles.
I like the fucking, what is it? Stock image of the guy sitting on the
In
stairs.
your mattress, everywhere. Systematic in the fridge, on the ceiling. What's that itch? In your clothes, in your bed sheets, everywhere. Your house belongs to the bugs, and there's nothing you can do. You're really food for the bugs. Yeah, we're gonna feed on you. One day you'll go to the bugs, and there's nothing you can do. You're really food for the bugs. Yeah, we're gonna feed on you.
Great.
Your house belongs to the bugs, and there's nothing you can do.
Wow. Impressive. I haven't heard Pimations in ages, dude. That's a throwback. That's an old school YouTuber. Cute little video. Cute, cute. Cute, cute. Cute little bug. Alright. I think this might be... Oh, you know what I should do? That would be smart. I actually made some acacia planks that I actually need. Delivery. I'll do that in a second. Gosh! Bleh. Once I'm finished placing all these shelves and stuff, I'll do it. I'll do the delivery. Although I do... You're the one who brought it back up? No. Okay, I'm kind of cheating right now by having this open. I'm actually going to grab a little bit of acacia sap, acacia wood here. And then, just like that, we get this. I think I'm even going to cover this up as well. Just that way it's not super visible. I'm a little short. I can achieve more. Hold on. Just that, like, I'm so close to being done with this right now. Obviously the collection is not done and the crafting isn't done, but that's a later task. That can be accomplished at a later date. Later. Loser. Although it is working. I hear it breaking the stuff. And just like that, it's complete. So we got that going, which is going to make us a bunch of sugar cane, but obviously not yet. That's a lot of pumpkin, dude. How much is actually in the minecart, do you think? Watch it be a ton. On its way back. I actually don't even have the stuff that I need for your delivery on me. I have to go grab it from home. There's actually nothing in it. Okay, that's fine. So let me go home, drop my stuff up. I'll drop my stuff off, grab a boat, sail on over and do a delivery. Delivery! Okay. It was so funny when you said watch I'm a bug. I thought it was like watch, comma, I'm a bug. Not like watch, quote, I'm a bug, unquote. You know? I'm like, wait, you're a bug? And then it clicked. I'm like, wait, she's not a bug. He says, watch, I'm a bug. I get it. You can teach this old dog some new tricks, you know. Okay, not really in need of any of those anymore. Not in need of that, or that, or that, or really this, or this. That can go in there, sort. Rails are, we do need rails in the future. The future. What I do need though is the following. Chest. Chest. And one more chest. Then 10 iron. Iron supplies are running low. There's that. There's that. There we go. Hopper. I'm actually short another 5 iron. So close to finishing as well. See, we're both in our like flow states right now of our projects. There's hopper minecart. Hopper minecart, hopper chest, that lever. Cool. Okay, so technically now I could finish my project and I can bring over your stuff too if I grab a boat and your stuff. Alright, I grabbed the boat. Good. Stuff for you is here. We actually got... God, I totally forgot how slow Minecraft can be sometimes. It's like, it's been 4 hours. And we only just... Oh, we basically just finished these 2 projects. That's it. I mean, other stuff happened along the way, but... Crazy. Early game Minecraft is so different. All right. Farm structures, the farmhouses. So basically, that's going to go there. Then we have hopper, power rail, standard rail, and a block. Which I didn't bring, but luckily I got one here. And a lever. I technically could have saved myself a lever. Actually, you know what? We're switching this. To be up top. Because that's how that works. And the hopper minecart can go in there and it can start collecting. Let's see if it works. Yep, it does. We're winning now. We're so winning. Have an acacia sapling? Yeah, I do. You're so lucky that I just happened to leave shit on the ground. There it is, the Yumi row. Of all the things I have to give her. Alrighty. I think this is where we'll end it for the night. We'll end with Yumi over on her area. Because then I gotta hop off and get ready for work. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty quick. I'm trying to think right now what my turnaround is for the next few days. It's gonna be what? I work tonight. From 7 to 11. No, from 11 to 7 and then back at 7 the next day. Okay, so I have like 12 hours in between my shifts. It's enough time to sleep and then wake up and eat. But luckily, I will say this. I don't even know. I think it's going to be a little chill. My overtime on Thursday, my Thursday overtime. Because I'm not really like doing anything. It's more hi, yeah, we're playing Minecraft. I'm currently on a little delivery mission. I'm on a delivery. Delivering some useful little tips and tricks and goodies to Yumi. And hello Notsko. Hello everybody. Yeah, what is it? We're delivering glowberries and pumpkins and lava and dripstone and all those things. All those things that could be useful. And an acacia sapling because she doesn't have any over where she is. But yeah, as I was saying, what is it? I have overtime tomorrow, but I think it's going to be easy. I think it's going to be an easy one. I have no clue though, because I think it's like 90% of the time I'll just be sitting in a room and like maybe watching like a PowerPoint, but then like also I might have to try putting on like the, you know, the firefighting gear, and it might be timed. Like that's a whole thing. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. I'm gonna crack my knuckles. Eeh. Eeh. Oof. Oy. I'm trying to think right now about the Okay, for those who just joined, by the way, Minecraft community server season 2 just started. This is like the second time I'm streaming it ever. But on this new world, I want to do a big underground like metro system. I was just thinking how cool it would be to have a subway map. And I'm thinking, I'm like, rather than having like actual lines of like metro lines and like, you know, stuff like that, because we're not really going to have that kind of system. We're going to have like a net. Like a branch where like, you know, you go to a point, it's like a junction and you split. Like maybe it'd be smarter to have like a single colored line, but then like a single color of line, but then like a title on it. I don't know if you could like, can you add titles to maps like that? Like, could I write out text that like it would be tiny enough? I'd have to see. Could I make tiny enough text? Because like eventually in the future I'd want this to be a rail trip rather than a boat trip. I could boat to spawn. I could rail to spawn instead of boat. Delivery. Delivery. Oh, your door is gone. How are you alive? I'm going to put it all in here because I think you're AFK. Merry Christmas. Enjoy. Oh, you're back. And with that, I think that's it for the night. Happy Minecrafting, everybody. We did it. We did it, Reddit. We did Minecraft. And... oh, hello there. Oh, there's your door. I'm surprised you didn't die. I barely slept. I lived through the night. Oh, hold on. My payment for the delivery. I forgot about that part. $5 whole. Thank you. Alright, hold on. YouTuber outro. YouTuber outro. Alright, guys. We did it. Alright. Disconnect. And pull myself back over here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I gotta get ready for work. I gotta get ready for work. So excited. How do you not know the name of the person that you want to raid? Let me do it. .tv/ that channel doesn't exist. Okay, I got it. I got it. It's that or that, that's why. Well, couldn't you just go to their site and, you know, copy and paste? That's what I always do. Anyway. Let me set up the raid. Next stream is going to be on Friday. We're going to be playing some Outlast Trials with some people, and it's going to be fun. So we'll play Outlast Trials, and then I'll be back on Saturday for more Fatal Frame. And that's it for the week. Unfortunately, I had a lot of overtime. And I'm spending some time with my family this weekend. So, yeah. That's that. Enjoy. Go say hi if you'd like. And I'll see you guys all on Friday. Friday night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye.